concrete jungle.
Yo, hey, can you turn the sound in my headphones? So loud as fuck. It's cool, dude.
Somebody give me that horn. Give me with that party horn.
Oh,
yeah.
we're finally on.
We are finally on. We have had some technical difficulties, even though 3 of us are now in the same room. How funny is it that you get us together in the same space and more problems with audio can happen?
Oh, God.
Anyways, guys, I am Michael, a.k.a. Rickshaw, and right now you are nerding out with Rickshaw. And you are also nerding out with...
What's up, guys? I'm Fuzz.
What's up, nerds? It's Rabbit.
And I am the producer, Toby.
The man in charge.
So, guys, if you've never been to Nerding Out with Rickshaw, we are a podcast that just talks about, like, mainly music, mainly heavy music, and then we do some pop culture stuff every now and then, too. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Today we're actually doing a tier list of our favorite nu metal bands, and we're dropping some obscure ones that we all grew up with, too.
Yeah.
But first, there's something I want to talk about. I want to talk about Linkin Park has been in the news. Did you guys know about all this?
Oh, dude.
A little bit.
Yeah, and teamed up with the Sum 41 announcement, I was gonna just. I mean, I'll never stop listening to Linkin Park, but I swear to God, if he would have been the singer, I don't know what I would have done.
There was like
that cover they did. It wasn't great.
No,
but it was fun.
There was like 3 stories that got mixed up together because of the Linkin Park thing. The Oasis is getting back together. Sum 41 has some kind of big announcement that they were supposed to say yesterday, but they didn't want it to confuse everyone with the Linkin Park stuff.
Is it that they're breaking up?
Well, is it Sum 41 or is it the singer of Sum 41? Because I thought it was just the singer of Sum 41.
I think it is just the singer, Derek, whatever his last name is.
Yeah, he's going to make shitty music by himself now. Is that what he's going to do?
Yeah. He had to actually get on. It was really funny. He had to put out a statement that said that he was not the singer. Yeah, he had to like bust all the rumors. So.
Did you guys see what it actually was for?
What?
The timer or whatever?
No.
Okay, so
it was like a 100-hour timer, wasn't
it? 100-hour timer. Apparently, it was like the whole internet was like there watching when the timer hit 0. But apparently, as soon as it hit 0 after 100 hours, it started counting back up.
What?
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, "What the hell?" But I saw today. I don't think it's like hit the news yet, but I saw somebody posted today that I know that lives in California, and they got emails that said there's going to be a free show on the 5th in LA, and if you are like Linkin Park, if you're signed up for
royalty.
Like if you signed up for the website or whatever, like, when you get websites from linkinpark.com or whatever, like if you're one of those members that has emails, then you could claim tickets for a show in LA on the 5th.
Yeah, Metal Sucks is they've got an article about it talking about September 5th and everything.
Did they reveal what it actually was online?
I'm kind of looking through this article to see. But yeah, you're right. It was just through the fan club about the shindig in Los Angeles that's happening. So
yeah.
Do you think they're playing a show, or do you think they are just gonna like have a meet and greet type thing?
Whoa!
I think it's a free show.
It says that tickets are going to be sent out to random members.
Ooh, should we sign up?
Well, you had to have been a member by August 23rd.
Yeah.
If you sign up after that.
Well, turns out I am not.
Yeah.
Guess you're not a big Linkin Park fan, huh?
Dude, I saw them in their prime. Let's not talk about that.
I won't be
Fucking
ignored.
guy. Dude, I swear to God. I'm so numb.
Listen, just because I'm not a part of the fan club doesn't mean I don't want tickets.
It's really true.
Be ignored.
Dude, it's really true.
I'm just gonna put that on a sign.
I don't care if their tickets give me a paper cut.
Good.
Dude, I keep going. I'll keep going.
But yeah, I mean, that's
Dude, these
cool.
wounds won't heal.
But the whole world was like, what's it gonna be? A new song, a new singer, and now it's just like probably guest people, guest vocalists.
I have heard all the things. A lot of there's a female vocalist apparently that is like has been talked about the most joining. I don't know who it is. I've just read the rumors and stuff, but I mean, I think that would be cool. But I feel like we've discussed it before.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's not Chester, so this is just going to be really hard to like. You can't recreate Chester Bennington, so I'm just curious to what they're going to do.
That's a bummer, man.
yeah. What is going on?
I don't know. What do you got going on?
Sorry, computer's doing a bunch of weird shit. Anyways, yeah, dude, I just don't like a new song though. I feel like every time they announce anything now, it's gonna be like everybody's like, just give us the damn song.
Right, dude. Well, didn't they drop like 2 unreleased tracks off of Meteora?
Yeah.
Like a couple, like 6-8 months ago, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
that's right. Yeah.
And it was just like, okay, that's fucking cool, but you're giving us Chester. Just tell us what you're doing. This sucks. I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But it
Who
does
knows?
but this is a good thing though, because with all the excitement, all the news outlets covering it, everyone on social media reposting it with speculations, this means people want something. It's not just like, it sounds like everyone is pretty accepting that they're going to have a new vocalist. So that's a positive. I know there's gonna be half the crowd that shits on whoever it is, no matter what, and then there's gonna be half the crowd that's like, let's see it, let's try it. So, but there is genuine curiosity, so that's a positive.
Exactly. I don't know. I think we're still gonna hear that sometime soon, because it feels like. Well, there's also rumors though. I heard one thing that was saying that there's rumors that they are working on new Linkin Park stuff, but a couple of people aren't going to be involved that are like normally
The
in
bass
band.
player, right? Like,
Something
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure there was an issue with the bass player who was like, "No, we're not writing anything right now." And I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so-
I don't know. What I do know is what I'm going to call right now the Sick New World lineup when it gets announced. I bet Linkin Park's headlining. I'm going to say it right now. You heard it here on Thursday, August 29th, Rabbit's 40th birthday, that Linkin Park is going to be headlining Sick New World.
Rabbit, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Rabbit.
birthday,
Thanks,
bro.
Thank you.
You made it, dude.
I made it this far.
Yeah, dude.
Made it.
I don't know how, but we're here.
Sinking putts and eating butts, baby. That's what he was doing. 40 years old.
I
Made it
couldn't
to
do any
the
of those
the back
things.
pain finish line.
Back pain in his mind, dude. Look at him. Look, don't even look a day over 39, you.
Dude, with those headphones on, you kind of look like a pilot.
Yo.
Came in today too.
You got that mustache. You got like, excuse me, passenger.
Yeah, dude. He
Prepare for
looks
it.
like a coach from the 80s. If he just had short shorts with a shirt tucked in and tall socks. Some Nike Cortez on. He looks like a coach from the 80s.
We're gonna be landing in about 7 minutes, and then I will drive to a house and murder a person
Oh,
in their own
Jesus.
bedroom.
Whoa, dude. I think he doesn't look like a serial killer. Yo, in the chat, does Rabbit look like a serial killer? If there's anybody in the chat, let us know what you think. Does Rabbit look like a serial killer?
I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's in the chat yet, guys.
that's good because, I mean, whatever.
This whole thing.
I figured we'd see a few people, especially talking metal. Maybe they were on at 6:30 and they're like, wait.
Yeah,
Later.
it's been a long time since we were this late. Like,
That's
really,
true.
like it's been a long
That's
time
true.
since we've just fucked it all up.
We're doing pretty good though. You know, considering the night we had. I took,
Oh yeah. Poor Rabbit played golf today after the night y'all had.
I feel awful.
It was rough.
I feel great, but I didn't do what you guys did.
You could do anything you put your mind to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to buy 240s and
All
go back
about-
to my hotel room and smash them and see what happens.
Stone Cold style.
You're with it.
I mean, like we have better willpower than like what cavemen.
Yeah.
do?
Yeah,
Caveman's hungover. He's just gonna hang out in the cave all day.
It's just chill.
He's just
He doesn't
chilling.
have to go to work. Actually, that might not be true. You're probably gonna have to hunt.
Dude, you got to go kill your food, dude. We can just drive to Wendy's and get a Baconator and soak up all that alcohol, dude. Motherfucker's
Listen.
got to kill a warthog or
I
some
killed
shit.
3 warhogs today, so I could be hungover tomorrow. All right?
Fucking hell. But anyway, happy birthday, Rabbit.
Thanks, y'all.
What was your birthday wish?
Ooh.
I didn't make one.
What the fuck?
Nobody got me a cake with candles on it. You can't make a birthday wish without a cake.
That's fair.
Everybody knows
That's fair.
that.
That's where the magic lives.
Was there no
The
stripper?
magic doesn't work without birthday cake and candles.
Was there no stripper that put matches in her titties and lit them for you?
No, but
Because
I
if
made a
y'all
bunch of
didn't go to
nerds
that
out of
place,
Did
I
you,
told you not to do it.
you have a litty titty?
You
Liddy?
sold your own poison, man.
All right. Well, we have a long job ahead of us. You know
Oh
what I mean?
God,
We have,
yeah, this sucks.
we're gonna do a
get to
tier
it.
list of the new metal bands we grew up with, and you know,
Are we ranking them? Are we ranking these bands?
Yeah.
All right.
Tier
Fuck
listing.
yeah. Let's do it.
So yeah. Well, how do you want to do this, Toby?
Well,
Let's start,
I'm just
Tob.
gonna start pulling out random ones. So
Yeah.
Dick.
Nice. Well done, Toby. Well done, sir.
hold on. Before we get officially started, I need to put on this Limp Biscuit hat, if it still fits my big head. There we go.
Dude,
There we go.
that's tight. That's tight. I should have had
All
a
right,
fucking
You know what time it is.
fitted New Era on today. Didn't even think about
Dude,
it.
you look like fucking. You look like fucking Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump when he.
Yeah,
I
boy.
was running, man.
I was running. And when I had to go, I went.
Yeah, I've had this hat since I was like 13, and I am a 35-year-old man, so
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm pretty
Nice.
cool.
Limp Biscuit style.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure that Fuzz has always said, "Can we just talk about new metal? Can we just talk about new metal?" So like, so this has been. I mean, the podcast has been going for a while, you know. But
Well, we used to just talk. We used to have just new metal episodes.
oh yeah,
a
that's
long
true.
time ago
with Tim.
with
We did,
Tim. Yeah. Shout out Tim.
But yeah, we haven't talked about strictly new metal. Strictly new metal. Strict. We're gonna be strict. We were getting to muddy waters with what we consider new metal and what actually is new metal also. So
Dude,
let's talk about
this
that
one's gonna
first.
be tough.
What
Okay.
makes somebody asked me this question the other day, and they were like, "What?
Okay, let's get
What
into this.
makes new metal, right? Because it's not just the music; it's like
It's a style. It's a vibe, dude.
It's style. It's like a haircut.
It's a style.
Right.
It's a haircut. It's a sound, and a lot of it is somehow incorporating certain styles of hip hop and stuff into it as well, whether that be rap or the beats or something like that, like real
DJs.
DJs, deep bass, stuff like that. Really cool stuff. Like Korn, that's why Fieldy wanted to play slap bass, because he wanted people to think it's either drum. He didn't want people to think it was a bass. He wanted to think it was like drums or a beatbox or whatever, you know. And so I think that's a big deal. But I'm gonna say style and sound is what does that.
But you know, and when we say that though, like it could be a lot of stuff. It's because it's like a haircut, like what do you say? What kind of haircut goes?
Dreads
Dreads. I knew he was.
or braids or braids
braids.
Or
Braids,
spiky
yeah.
bleached hair.
or spiky
Spiky.
bleached hair. Yeah, Chester
yeah.
Bennington.
The
I mean,
worst.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I had
Whoa,
spike.
dude.
I had the spiky bleach blonde like tips and bullshit, and yeah, I
Yeah.
did all
Look
that.
at you now.
I
Look
know.
at you now.
I'm so cool now.
What about Adidas? a lot
Well,
of,
Adidas and Puma. It's really not even the brand. It's
Does that make
tracksuits.
Run DMC new metal?
Yes, because they didn't. Obviously,
no,
obviously, dude.
like Vanilla Ice on the TV right now.
Vanilla Ice,
literally looks new metal because he's got a
He
chain.
did do some new metal stuff though.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
Yes, he
sure.
did
He
do a
certainly
metal
did.
record. He went through a goth phase. Remember, he painted his fingernails black and had like orange hair or some shit.
Did you say orange?
Orange. Do you not remember him when he was on The New Guy?
Oh, right,
That's what he looked like for a while.
right. But I was just making fun of the way you said orange.
Why? Because I said it properly.
I mean, that's like when somebody says Denton. You know what I mean?
Oh,
said
fuck,
orange.
Hate that.
You said orange.
Dude, I say orange because, dude, I say all the same way. It makes, dude, it's how I talk, man.
Oh,
I do. I say all.
open. Do you say
Open.
Okay.
I say open. I don't say open.
I,
Open. Open.
oh, so I know people that say open.
Dude, you know what I can't stand? Well, since we're getting into this, I know we need to get into new metal, but people who say both. There's no fucking L in both.
Yes.
Okay? So people who say both, fuck you. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Fuck both of you.
Fuck both of you.
Both of you.
You fucking pricks.
All right, should I just start?
Anyway, let's go.
You want me to start pulling out
fuck-
names? Let's
Yes.
let's knock out Slipknot first.
Okay. This is what I talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
This is a debate, and I feel like these guys came up with new metal and are associated with new metal.
Mhm.
But are they new metal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so.
I think
I
it's
think
a
all the
heavier.
bands that wore masks or painted their faces are all of them are new.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that
I think we
statement.
could find. I bet we could find some people. Well, I mean, ICP.
Motograder.
new metal.
Motograder did it.
Still call ICP new metal.
But yeah, I think they are 100% a new metal band. They came up in the new metal era,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, and
that's an S for me.
I put them
So
in S tier.
that's an S tier.
I
Most of these bands are going to be an S and A for me. So you guys,
Yeah.
If I've never heard of them, I'm dropping them down. I'm sorry.
well, you
Well, no.
fucking grow up, dude.
Well, if you've never heard of some of these, then
Oh,
you
Trust Company.
you
I
haven't
love-
hit full peak at new metal.
Yes, yeah.
where do we think Trust Company falls?
Dude,
I love Trust Company, but I feel like they're like a.
I'm gonna go
A or
B.
B.
I'll go B because. Go ahead, Toby.
I was just gonna say B or C. I think because we can move these around a little. You know, once we start getting more on the board, we'll start seeing where the tiers are.
See,
Right.
I like B for Trust Company because they just didn't. That was one of those bands that didn't blow up enough. They
Yeah, they didn't have enough songs.
Yeah, they had one album, right?
one really good album. Yeah.
That's why I think C.
albums are great
That's why I
too.
think C.
Okay, I'll go. I can agree with that because I saw them with Disturbed and Korn, and it was such a sick show. I'll never forget
saw
it.
them on the Project Revolution tour.
Yeah.
Didn't they open
I'm
that
pretty
shit?
sure they did because Linkin Park, Snoop Dogg, and Korn were all on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
I still remember. It's fucked up. I can't remember what I did 2 days ago, but I remember all these dope ass words, dude.
Mudvayne.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Mudvayne.
I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry if anybody gets upset. Mudvayne was an A or a B for me until they came back. Or actually, they were an A or B for me until they started Hell Yeah. Then once they fucked that up,
Yeah.
he came back and then fell down while playing Not Falling. I'm going B or C here, dude. I'm sorry.
I think B or C is fair. I'm not mad at
I'm gonna
that.
agree with that too because I used to think they were so sick.
Yeah.
And then, like, honestly, I saw them after they got back together recently, and
So
they were
bad.
so bad,
Dude, it's so bad.
We'll put them on C
Does
for now.
look-
Or C.
Does
I
look
put them lower
jacked
than Trust
now.
Company.
He was
In
fat
my
at
mind.
first.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that, Rabbit?
In my mind, they got to be lower than Trust Company.
You
They
think
can-
so? Okay, I'll go D. I think Dig and
Yeah,
what is
when
it?
they
The End
first
of
came
All
around,
Things? Is it the End of All Things? See, Dig is one of the best new metal records ever.
See, I would have to put them above Trust.
I think I'm gonna
But-
I'm gonna agree with that too because they had more bangers than Trust Company did.
Right.
I think
So-
okay. I agree with that. So are we wanting to throw them on B right now?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go B with
think we'll
Mudvayne. B
Okay.
for Mudvayne.
Right.
We got 3 Bs on that one. Okay, I'm good with that. Here, let's pull out. I don't know
Let's
this
do
band. Dry Logic.
Dry Kill Logic,
Dry
dude.
Kill Logic. Sorry, I'm
I really want to see you die, baby.
Yeah.
That song is so sick.
Wasn't
But they-
it? How did that song start? Because it sounded like Spice Girls.
Yes, it did.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, so I listened to this song.
That's what it says.
He goes, "I really want to see you die."
Dude, it's so good.
I was listening to some of these bands that I wasn't familiar with, and I was listening to that song. And I was like, "What the fuck does this sound like?" And that's what it was. You're right, 100%.
That's Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, dude. But they are a D at best.
You know what?
At best, dude.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Real quick,
Dude, they have some.
real quick. Did we put American Head Charge on this fucking list? I swear to God, if American Head Charge isn't on this list,
You know what? There's about 50 bands on
damn
here.
it, Toby.
We can go grab
Anyway,
more. We can grab more in a
sorry,
minute.
I'm sorry. I should have reminded you yesterday. I thought it was all of them, but
Yeah,
this
that's
is a D tier for me for
Okay.
sure.
I'm
All right.
pretty sure we're gonna think of a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like new metal bands
Yeah.
that we just.
I'm sorry, guys.
That had
was
like
I was-
one.
I was
good
out of line
song,
on
you
that
know
one.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Reveille.
Yes.
You remember that band?
Yes, I
Reveille?
do. But they are a fucking
Nino.
ear.
El
fucking-
Nino.
Whoa, Il
El
Nino. That's a
Nino.
fucking. That's an A for me.
A tier. That's
A for me.
So I had one of their records, and I tried so hard to love it, and I just
Which one?
the one with the prayer beads or whatever.
Oh, that's the second one. Yeah.
No, you gotta.
The
gotta
first
go
one.
older.
You
The
got to go
first
first one.
See, but because I got that one with one of those like the get 10 CDs for a penny, and I got
No.
that CD, and I was like, yeah, I'm good without. So I never went back and listened to anything. So I'm not gonna vote very high on this one. But
Now
We
that's
should
what I call new
fucking.
metal.
We should. Yeah. We should. That's what I call.
Dude,
new
let's
metal. We
bring
should
him back,
bring that
dude. I'm in, man. You know what? I like them in I think A or B
I'm gonna say
because they only
A.
had one good record, but they were so
Well,
sick.
Didn't
even
be.
when they got all emo, they fucking were bangers.
Dude,
songs.
remember when our tour met up with theirs and Immures and Static X's?
And they were sick.
Dude, they were so sick. Oh my god, they were so sick. Because the singer cut his dreads off and then he grew them back, and then it was. But did you see who's singing for them now over in Europe? Tommy Vex,
Yeah.
that fucking douchebag.
Yeah. What is it? His band?
He was in Bad Wolves but got kicked out
Oh,
for
yeah.
political reasons. But anyway, I'll go A or B, probably B here.
I'm gonna say
is El Nino better than Mudvayne?
It's Il Nino first off.
El
Toby.
Nino. Oh, I'm sorry. El Nino.
You said El. El Nino is a weather system.
I'll say A.
Yes,
because
they're
that
better than
first
Mudvayne.
record
They're
was
better
a
than Mudvayne.
A banger, and
Dude.
like every record is good.
The guy that played guitar wore a fucking backpack on stage. That's fucking wins it.
And
That's
for me.
new metal as hell.
That's
The
an
whole
S.
thing
Don't even
is
pull
from
that up.
Mexico.
Don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Deftones. Y'all want to go ahead? And...
That's A. That's A. Or a S.
S
That's
tier,
fucking
dude.
S tier, dude.
That's
I don't even. There's no
That's
debate
a slam
here.
dunk right there.
What is your favorite Deftones song or record? Let's do that right quick. That's tough. That's a tough band to do that to. Toby, I'll let you go because I don't feel like you're as big into the Deftones. as the rest
I'm
of
not. That's the thing. I'm not as big into Deftones, but that was because of my friend group. We weren't listening to a lot of Deftones at the time, so
us. Understandable. Understandable.
I don't think
Yeah,
I don't mind them at all, but I'm not like super in love with them. Like I like their hits. Their hits
Right,
are
right.
great, but
That's
I've never deep dove through the catalog.
I'm gonna say.
Are you looking at songs, Rabbit?
I just need to see what the song's called. Yeah.
Okay, so
I saw you scroll.
like I always say, Around the Fur is like the best record to me, like my favorite
Yeah.
one. What?
Come on. Are we fixing to end a friendship over this conversation?
What?
Are we fixing to end a
Come on.
friendship?
But
Sorry, that
I
came
will
out- I
say,
don't know why that came out of me.
it's your birthday, dude. You could
Let
fucking.
that one
It's your
slide.
birthday. You can cry if you want to, though. But
It was involuntary.
Yeah, yeah.
It came out.
Come on.
I will say though,
Did I say that out loud? My bad.
I mean, lots of people say White Pony also,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
My Pony. Is
but motherfucking Diamond Eyes was a big comeback
Diamond
record.
Eyes is a banger.
Yeah, yeah.
I hated the Deftones until Diamond Eyes came out, and once Diamond Eyes came out, I was like, God damn it, I'm sold. And then I went back, re-listened to everything, and was just like, yeah, this fucking band is incredible.
Yeah.
If we're picking a full album, it's White Pony for me. But single song,
I
love Swerve City.
Swerve City is dope.
Off the record that nobody likes, but I like it.
What is that? Koi no Yoken?
Koi no Yoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but favorite. I mean, come on though. You gotta with the best. Okay, but best.
I just love that opening riff.
Best.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
Bam, bam,
Dude.
bam.
For me, number one song, if I was just to pick one, is My Own Summer, dude. That
Yeah,
fucking riff, dude.
it does riff.
Fucking riff.
Yeah.
Buka. You know
It
what's
does
about
rip.
to play whenever that.
Dude,
Buka.
You're
Dude,
right.
it does
You're right.
rip.
Yeah.
That song rips, but dude, something about Passenger, Knife Party is dope as fuck.
Party fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Knife Party. Passenger is my favorite Deftones song. And then I fucking absolutely love Beware off of Saturday Night Wrists. That fucking song is 6 minutes of just like, holy shit. And then the end, they just write a Deftones breakdown. And it's so fucking good, dude. Like,
There's
I
just so
love
many-
that song.
There's so much good stuff.
Right,
Like
that's-
they're
It's so hard.
I would put to me. I mean, obviously, I'm a Deftones fan, like hugely, but like they both belong above S tier
Yes.
because they've stayed consistent throughout their entire career.
I feel like that's what S tier is for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I
then,
mean? You can't just-
but in that case, though, Slipknot, you know,
Fell off.
they fell off. in
I
my
mean-
opinion, with quality of songwriting and stuff
could
like
drop
that.
them down to A tier.
Yeah, I mean, if
I will not because their first two records are the two of the
But
most
yeah,
iconic
Their,
records
their
of all
first
time.
three
That's true,
records.
too.
Give them the third record. The third record
Dude,
is
I,
not
I,
terrible.
I love Subliminal Verses. It's low key a dope ass record, but I'm just saying their first two were so iconic. Like,
Right.
yeah.
You did a lot for like the heavy music scene too.
Oh
you know?
yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to stay the course.
Yeah. We got to get back to.
yeah.
But anyway,
But,
Deftones
so, I
eight
mean,
S
do we-
tier.
Do we move?
That's fair.
So yeah, okay.
No, I'm not
Okay,
moving Slipknot.
okay, yeah,
I'm
they
not moving
say-
Slipknot. Slipknot
Right.
is staying where the fuck they're at.
Because yeah, well, it's like it's weird to think about like someone writing a couple
Oh,
records that like will be
Right.
known as, and then thinking about like a band like Deftones who's like good all the way across the
Right.
board. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Also, just like not even talking about their music. It's just like some bands, when you hear the name, you're just like, it's so iconic.
Right.
And
But-
Slipknot is one of those bands.
true.
Yeah.
Well, so same with this band. Disturbed only
Disturbed.
put out two really good records.
Like even you're like
But
some people's grandmas
everybody-
know who Slipknot.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
I
Like-
can't
Yeah.
stand Disturbed. I can't
Oh,
stand Disturbed.
Put it on credit.
Dude, I will settle at a C. That's my vote, a C. I just can't.
I'm with Toby. I'm not really
Right.
a fan of this.
Okay, so I saw Disturbed a few times, and they put on a killer show. And the reason I respect them so much is because Dimebag and Vinnie Paul came out and they played Walk, and it was so sick, dude. You know, I fucking love Pantera, Rabbit.
you don't like Disturbed. You like
But no, I will give them a C with you. But I also believe they did. They came into the game super late though. Like if you really want to, like they didn't get big. Let's see. When I saw them, that first record came out. So we'll say 2003,
2000 late.
2002. So like new metal was on the rise already. Had already like was starting to peak, and they kind of came in late. So I'll go C. I'm cool with C.
Would you walk with me?
Would you walk with me?
I think
Mike,
he has a sweet.
I know your vote
Disturbed.
doesn't matter because there's 3 C's already. But what were you gonna say for Disturbed?
I mean, I would say it's like one of those things where it's like singled down to like song because like they are iconic through that one song,
Dude.
The fucking
Yeah.
Get Down with the Sickness.
Yeah.
Like you could literally still hear people
I'm a
drop
problem.
jokes in movies about getting down with the sickness.
Hey,
you know what
But
I
I
mean?
feel like
the-
they're like a one-hit wonder almost.
Yeah.
The best version is the Richard Cheese Down with the Sickness. Ooh, what?
Oh, yeah, That was on the Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah.
But I will go. Oh yeah, I'll go C. Also,
Okay.
I'll go C because
What about Daddy Roach?
Oh,
Daddy Roach.
Papa Roach.
You know what, man?
Song.
I have to go A or B. And the reason I'm going to go A or B is because this song still to this day has a big response. And like Disturbed's song was big, but not Papa Roach big.
Papa Roach
You don't think
is
so?
is
Not,
like
not even close.
Papa Roach is like
not even
preppy
close.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
And
I
you know what, dude? I agree with that 100%. Go ahead, Toby. I'm sorry.
I think a B. I'm with you on the B. I think that they are B tier for sure. I don't.
And their first 3 records banged pretty hard, dude. Like,
That's true.
and so like I don't know,
I
man.
even kind of like the one with the baby on it.
Yeah.
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 The roach on the big roach on that first record is pretty
Okay.
iconic too. I feel like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, dude.
But dude, that riff, dude,
Yeah.
that like everybody knows that. You could go play that riff on any fucking instrument, and somebody'd be like, "Yo, Papa Roach, come on." And then I met Jacoby a year ago. He is so sweet. He's just the
What a
sweetest
sweet
dude.
boy.
And so,
sweet.
like, I just respect Papa Roach because they really were. They're like the Deftones. They never changed, but they also they plateaued after that. And
Dude,
then
I will
never
say
got
this
bigger.
though. There was a point in time where I swear that Jacoby was watching 18 Visions videos, and he
Yeah.
was like, "I want to
Popping their style, dude. Yeah, yeah. He was. He looked, what's his name? Earl, the singer of 18 Visions.
Yeah.
Earl. Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked just like that.
Yeah, and you know what? When you copy someone's style, that doesn't cut the mustard home.
I can't stand it. Shit.
Dude, you don't like
Dude,
that?
he doesn't like.
Oh my
Vision.
god,
Okay.
18. Anyway, nope.
Never
we're-
have.
That's
I'm
another
saying-
conversation.
I'll say B.
I'm going
Papa
B.
Roach, dude.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
for sure.
we're gonna have to talk about this 18 Visions.
No, no.
Machine Head.
This is one of those bands that could be in the metal category, but they did. I saw them with new metal bands, so.
Mhm.
But for me, these guys are a C.
I don't know.
I never really got into Machine Head, honestly.
I did for a minute. I did it for the blood, the sweat.
Yes.
Yes, that's the song.
Yeah.
That's the only song that I really remember from them. But
You know
they
what?
put on a cool show.
Vocals are sick.
I
know,
was
right?
I was listening to them yesterday, trying to remember. And as I was flipping through songs, I was like, "Holy shit! I remember that. I remember that." They've got a lot more like bangers than you think. I'll settle with a C, but I think I'll be okay with a C. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
If-
I'm cool with the C.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the C because one of the coolest live videos of them wearing windbreakers and dickies playing at this giant festival to 50,000 people. One of the sickest fucking videos ever. So I'm cool with the C.
Rabbit, Mike.
I'll go C.
Yeah,
I never
Rabbit
really got
doesn't
into
I
care.
don't know who they are.
He-
Really, so.
Maybe you
Rabbit.
could put it on credit. Sorry, guys. Let's see
POD.
here.
POD.
POD
That's
though.
honestly-
Hey, first
I'm a
song you
S.
ever heard though? First song you ever heard?
Southtown.
South.
Southtown, dude.
Yeah, South.
How you know the kids don't play?
In these hard times.
So Southtown, Youth of the Nation, dude, Satellites, all those songs,
what's
man.
what's the song with the slow motion crash? I
Oh,
feel so
boom.
Alive.
And then boom, yo,
For the-
I'll say this: I saw him at Ozfest when I was a kid, and he told everybody to rush the stage. Sonny did, and they did. They came in from the lawn in droves. It was insane, dude.
Nice.
One of the probably the coolest concerts I've ever seen was them live. I'm a A or a S for me.
Yeah. So when I was in junior high and I was a good little Christian boy,
Yes, sir.
listened to Christian music, there was POD was top tier. And I saw them play with Blindside and what was that band? Lacuna Coil.
Hell yeah, they weren't Christian Rabbit.
But that show was sick. Sonny was like walking on the crowd. People were holding him up while he was singing. It was dope.
And they were in Grind too, dude. He's got a song in Grind, dude. Come on.
Didn't they play guitar on the
POD.
Nappy
No,
Nappy
POD
Roots song?
does.
POD is kind of like the Hispanic Limp Bizkit.
They're also like Christian Deftones.
Hold on.
Christian Deftones, the Hispanic Limp Bizkit.
Hey,
Who's the? Didn't he do? They did a song with.
Nappy Roots. They did the guitars on that "Oh Nah" song. Oh no,
Yeah,
hell no.
What's the? I don't know. I'll think of it here in a second. Anyway, but that's
Yeah,
their
POD for me is like at least A or S tier almost.
A
Yeah.
or S tier. I'm cool with that.
I mean, they're super iconic too. So
I'm perfectly fine with throwing them in the A.
I'll go A.
I'll go A. That's
I'll
cool.
go A tier
Okay.
because of the khakis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Man, they were so sweet. I remember when we were on tour with you guys in the Chariot, and I remember being in Houston.
I thought we
And-
said A.
We
Oh,
said
I'm sorry.
A.
Yeah. I don't know letters
We-
either. I'm illiterate.
We were on tour with you guys, and I remember walking into the green room, and Wolf was there from the Chariot, and I look at Steven, and I was like, "Yo, dude, is that Sonny? Is that Sonny from POD?" And he's like, "Yeah, him and Wolf are like really tight." And I was like, "The fuck, dude!" I flipped out, man. I was kissing that dude's ass, like, "Oh my god, I love you so much."
Every day is a new day.
Dude, I'm gonna listen to that shit
Dude.
tonight, bro. I swear to God.
For granted.
Don't take it for granted.
So, Cold Chamber.
Cold Chamber.
Ooh, man, I love me some Cold Chamber.
I do too, but realistically, I think they're a B.
Oh, if that, dude.
Yeah, if that.
But the thing is-
They're like, they're kind of like Limp Bizkit for truckers.
Big trucks
Golf truckers.
Yeah.
Let's get for golf truckers.
and rowboats and
Every
rowboats.
band is just a version
Oh,
of
dude.
Biscuit.
Yo, dude.
That's how you know they're new metal.
Yeah,
Dude,
Just a version of Limp
I
Bizkit.
will say this. A year and a half ago when we saw them at Sick New World, it was still sick.
dude,
It was
sick,
still so
honestly.
sick,
Yeah,
dude.
it
They
was
played all the bangers.
Also, fucking Loco. Like when you start that album and Loco has that intro. Boom, boom.
So what do you think, though?
Oh, honest to God, that's a A or a B for me. I can settle for a B.
It's like one of those hindsight bands where you're like, man, maybe they aren't the sickest band ever.
Right.
But dude, I will say this: that first off, they have in my top 10. They are in the top 10 for best album cover.
Oh yeah.
That album cover of him in the ice cream
The ice
truck
cream
is
truck,
sick
yeah,
as fuck,
that is
dude.
sick.
So
But-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Toby.
No,
No, you're good, dude.
Well, I was gonna say
No,
we've got enough of a list to be like, okay, would we rather listen to Cold
Yeah.
Chamber over these bands, or that's
Right.
that's how we can start playing this now, since we have.
Okay.
I feel like
in that case, I think I would put it B.
Yeah, I would go B with
yeah.
Mudvayne. Honestly, I would probably move Mudvayne down because I love Mudvayne, but I would rather listen to Papa Roach and Cold Chamber than Mudvayne if we're gonna go that route,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it's been a long time since I motherfucking typed Mudvayne into my Spotify. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's drop Mudvayne. I'm okay with dropping Mudvayne to a C. Now that
Yeah,
we're,
let's
we're-
drop Mudvayne to a C.
All right.
See, like,
sorry, Mudvayne.
dude, I mean,
Sorry,
Dig
Mudvayne.
was so, dude. That album LD50 was so sick.
Hell yeah, it was.
But hell yeah, dude. See, hell yeah, just ruins everything
Ruins
for
it.
Mudvayne for me.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. It's like if
Because
you
this
know,
dude was
it's
just
like if
magically a cowboy all of a sudden. The
it's like
fuck
when
outta
your
here.
favorite fucking actor is like becomes some sort of governor or some shit. I don't know.
Oh,
I love Arnold.
oh.
Anyways, Taproot, dude.
Break the glass in case. Yeah, dude.
It's
Fucking.
like, I feel like he writes lyrics and then he has the bandmates pick out which words he's screaming.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, sing.
This is-
Look, this is one of those bands that I listened to and I was really excited and I was like, oh, I used to love this band. I haven't thought about them in years. I started listening to it and I was just like, maybe
But
that was a
that
phase.
one-
That was a
That
phase,
one-
Mom.
That one song is
That
dope,
one
dude.
song.
Do they sing
Yeah.
Headstrong?
No.
No.
Dude.
Oh, we forgot to put Trapped on here. Are they new metal?
Listen,
Yes.
Taproot is.
Who sang? What is Taproot?
This song is a poem to myself.
Oh my god!
It
I
has
didn't even hear that song.
been In case of fire, bright.
Okay.
I do remember that. Holy
I
Yeah,
think
dude,
D.
that is a D for me.
I think it's a D. But young Toby
a
would be
D.
so disappointed in me right now.
Yeah.
Dude, me too, but like they had a song, and did you see that? Rabbit goes, "Oh yeah, that song."
Yeah.
That's all you need
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Just a
They're like the even whiter Limp.
now. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Limp Bizkit. This band that Toby's got on the screen is like a Kmart version of Limp Bizkit.
But
I don't
love
remember
this
non-point.
band.
I don't remember.
I love this fucking band.
What a Day.
What a day!
Yeah,
Oh
What
my
a Day.
god, the song is incredible.
what a day, what a day.
Oh,
I don't know any of those.
I don't know non-point.
They had a spider
On the
the
front,
cover,
yeah.
like a digital spider or some shit.
Oh,
Fuzz-
if we know the truth about that song,
I don't
fuck,
remember
dude.
that song.
Dude, come on, you're not an
I'll give
non-point guy though.
non-point.
Obviously not.
I mean, I'm not going above a C for non-point,
I think-
but I love non-point.
Put them next to Taproot because it's like kind of that thing where they had like a banger.
Dude, it was a
and
banger
then
too.
I feel
that's
like a
about
lot
it.
of the new metal bands were just one-hit wonders.
I mean, that's pretty.
For you,
Yeah, unless you own shell-toed Adidas and khakis like me.
yeah, dog. If you weren't rocking shell toes, Dickies and Chucks,
Yeah.
or whatever, Jinkos, then fucking get
You
out
gotta
of here,
pair
dog.
the Jinkos with the shell-toe.
Or zones. Zones will work
I
too.
couldn't afford Jinkos.
Same. That's why I said zones. Hey, zones or Lee pipes were also acceptable.
Dude, Lee pipes were dope. I had some Lee
I
pipes.
know, right, dude? My mom wouldn't. I had one pair of Jinkos and she was like, "That's it," and then she just bought me Lee pipes after that, and I was like, "All right, cool. They fucked. That's
Lee
cool."
Pipes
And you
is
get
my
those,
favorite porn star.
Ooh,
the ball necklaces.
I got tons of them
the
still to
silver-
this day.
Oh, I did have
Yeah,
the necklace.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. The bigger the ball, the,
bigger
better
the ball.
the chain.
What about Flyleaf?
I hate this band.
One hit wonder. One-hit
I mean, honestly, never really got into Flyleaf. They had like the 2 songs.
I just know
Yeah.
the one song.
I can hear.
So the cool thing about that song, if I remember correctly, Toby, I might need you to fact check this for me while I'm talking about it. If I remember correctly, she wrote that song for the singer of Trust Company's wife that had cancer.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because I guess they were like tight. I'm pretty sure that's what the song is about. The "I'm Alive" song, I think. But I'm pretty sure she wrote a song for somebody who had cancer. I think it's the Trust Company's.
Damn.
I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
And if I am, fuck it. I don't know where I heard it from, but I just remember hearing that.
Sam McCoy was in the chat. He says, "Not old nor new, just present metal jokes." And then Thomas Clark said, "Bullet with a name gave the non-point a good second win."
Bullet with a name. That song is sick too, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
But What a Day just slaps, dude. That song fucking goes.
Fly-
Flyleaf
so
for
Flyleaf-
me, I won't go above a D. Sorry,
I'm gonna
I
put
can't
it
go
next
above.
to the other ones in D also because
Yeah.
it's like you know the song.
E tier.
Now, at Sick New World, she did kill it. She came back like that was her first show back, wasn't it? I thought it was pretty dope.
Kind of bad.
Wait, I'm thinking of Evanescence, which they
Oh,
better be
yeah.
on this fucking list. I
You
swear
are.
to God, if they're not on
yeah.
this fucking list,
Amy Lee's got a voice of a
dude, she does, and it
Evan?
was her. It was her first show back. It was her first show back.
Whose essence are they talking
This is
about?
Evan guy.
They're like Evan's essence.
Evan's Essence, dude. Dude, I hope there's somebody in the band named Evan, and they're just like, really?
We love your
Evan, you
essence.
have an essence about yourself. Ah, fuck, man.
Sorry.
Oh,
Soulfly.
fuck, dude.
Soulfly.
Uh,
Soulfly.
So good.
So I love Soulfly, dude.
I
like
I
Soulfly
never got-
better than Sepultura,
Same.
and I know that's bold. for
It is a
people
very
think.
bold statement because Sepultura, because honestly, Sepultura could be in the whole new metal thing because they did some new metal stuff
Right.
for a little while. But
They're like Brazilian Limp Bizkit.
how does it work for everything?
Yeah, I think
They
they're
are
like,
they are a A or B.
I think
for
they're
me.
A.
A. I'm cool with
for
A.
me,
I'm
yeah.
good
A
with B.
Really? A tier? Wow.
Well,
I
they
think-
have Okay, I could speak. B would be better.
I'm gonna say a high B, like a B plus.
Yeah,
That's where I'm gonna go. Is a B
Yeah,
plus.
because that
Me
is
neither.
true. But they do make consistent albums too.
Mhm.
Like all their albums fucking bang.
Dude, that first record did bang
Yeah.
hard.
And then you got like guest vocals from all sorts of people on Soulfly. Like Corey
Yeah.
Taylor did a track.
Hell, Max did a track on Straight Up too for Lynn Straight. He killed
Yep.
that track too.
Yep. And then Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit was actually on that song.
Everybody was.
Bleed.
Fucking Serge Tankian was on it. Fucking
Chino
Jonathan
was in
Davis,
it?
Chino,
Or was
Dang, they got a who's who.
Soulfly was on a
Soulfly.
Deftones
Yes.
song. Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
Deftones song. Yeah. Which I don't know why they didn't do that at Sick New World if they were there. Why would you not do that?
Maybe They probably forgot because they're old too. They're like, oh damn, we did that song together.
All right. So we're considered on a, what do we say, a B for Soulfly? Okay.
And this is what
Yeah.
it's like. It's good enough.
Dude,
First
honestly,
off-
that album,
Okay.
Power Man 5000, that album, fuck.
I just remember that song going
Yo.
so hard.
Yo. First off, the best song. So when Worlds Collide is great, Supernova Goes Pop is a low key banger.
Oh, what about the
The
one?
song with Rob Zombie at the end fucking slaps.
Dude, I don't
Oh,
remember
dude, you
that,
don't remember?
dude.
My
Put that
dog.
What about?
He did a song with his
This-
fucking brother, and you don't
I
remember?
don't
it?
remember.
I don't remember that
Yeah. What about the song that's "Cause tonight the stars"?
The Stars Revolt.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Revolt. Okay,
that's Stars Revolt.
That song.
And then Worlds Collide. But
Yeah.
their first record that nobody gives them credit for, crazy. What is it? Tokyo Kung Fu Radio or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Nobody does. They were a funk band. They were like a funk band before they were Powerman. Like they were still Powerman 5000. There's a song
How do you
called.
have the perfect new metal name for a band and you decide to do funk?
Well, it's like it's a. But see what
Well,
makes
I'm
a new
sure-
metal is it's a mixture of funk and heavy guitars, but they play a lot of funk
I'm
stuff.
sure that Rob was like, dude, come on over.
Make a
and
Kung
put
Fu
on
Radio.
some-" They're like, he's like, put on some like movie props and like get to work.
Right. I think it's called Mega Kung Fu Radio.
Okay.
And they have there's a song on there called Car Crash that goes so fucking hard. Did you have the live VHS of Powerman 5000? So good. That is a fucking they are for me
so-
they're a B tier because I loved both their first records, but I get it if we go lower than that. For me they're B. Easy.
It reminds me of like, you know that movie, remember Psycho Gore, man?
Yes.
It looks like they're all wearing props from that movie. when they-
Dude, I fuck with that.
I can
Now-
B tier for sure.
So let's discuss right quick because we have another discussion like this. Did Powerman 5000 only get big because of Rob Zombie?
Maybe so.
Is that
but
what-
that's questionable with the edema thing.
That's why I said we have that
right?
debate as well. I think this band would have been nothing without Rob Zombie being his brother.
Yeah, but I
That's
do
true.
think that their hits are definitely hits. You know.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude!
I think
Everybody
they
knows that
I
record.
think they would have still gotten kind of popular because, like I said, a lot of these bands are one-hit wonders, and they had that one-hit song that really.
But
Very true.
you know what the connecting new metal trope is, right? Spider.
Spider, dude.
Everybody was doing Spider.
Dude, that's why his name is Spider One.
And like he's just like, I'm Spider. He took
I'm a
one look
spider.
at a Cold album and goes, my name's Spider.
Dude, is Cold on this list? Oh,
I don't think so. So are we doing
Damn
B? B?
I'm.
I'll
guys,
give it a B.
Cool with B.
We'll
I'm
go
cool
with
with
B.
B.
Okay, cool. Because for me personally, they are a B or higher because I loved that band. I went through a ridiculous phase.
So Mikey
This is-
Shero
What, Mike?
says,
God
I
damn
feel
it!
like Taproot should be a little higher. Now, you know,
we all pretty much agreed on that one. So we were outvoting you on that one, Mikey.
yeah,
Mikey,
yeah,
I
we
love you,
agreed
dude, but we
that-
I'm sorry. They had they had a couple bangers, but most people don't remember them.
They were, in hindsight, maybe they weren't the best band in the world.
It was a phase, Mom. It was a phase.
It was a
Definitely a phase.
Yeah,
Well
it
done,
was a
well
phase.
said. It was a phase. Yes,
Rob Zombie, since we're talking.
that's an S.
I think
that's an
S.
S.
I think easy
And
S.
I'm not. I don't even need to debate it because he had White Zombie, and then he did it. He still kicked ass with Rob Zombie. Now,
Mike.
when he cut his dreads off, when he cut his dreads off, they fucking sucked for a little while. Rob Zombie did.
You hate
I
when
will
people
agree
cut the
with
dreads
that.
off.
I do. I still hate myself.
You're fucking giving away your fucking talent, bro.
Dude, you are.
It's like Samson.
You
You,
cut-
know, cut your hair, you lost your power.
Dude, I loved my dreads were beautiful, and I still hurts me to this day. But whatever. I got married.
That's why
I got a
people
good
stopped
wife out of
calling me
it.
to fucking play drums for me.
I know, dude. No, everybody. I wish people would stop calling me to play drums for them. You know, there is a band. I won't put them on blast. They were pretty big. They actually toured with Korn on the 10-year or the 20-year anniversary of Self-Titled, and I was gonna try
I
out
think I
for
know
that
who you're
band.
talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
I was gonna try out for that band, and the two guys in the band had dreads, and I was like, dude, how sick would that be?
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
So, no, are we not in agreement for S?
So I'll go S. I'll go S.
He's so iconic.
I have my problems with Rob
What is
Zombie.
your problem?
It's his directing.
Yeah, no,
no,
okay.
yeah,
If we're putting this directing on
that-
show,
Oh,
That's a
but-
fuck, dude. That's a
but-
D. If
but-
we're gonna do that,
I like
but
Rob Zombie.
I like Rob Zombie. I've always loved White Zombie. I've always loved Rob Zombie, and it's super iconic. I was like, I don't know, we were talking shit about Rob Zombie the other day, and I was like this close to just getting fucking Rabbit a fucking Rob Zombie vinyl for his birthday, because we were like talking. Oh yeah, we were watching a movie, and it was like. It was a possession movie, and I was like, "What if the demons just like sang Rob Zombie into the kids' ears, like,
that'd be amazing.
to the wishes above."
I love that.
I actually remember when you were working at the casino and we had opposite schedules. One morning I was driving to work and you just randomly text me, "Dig through the ditches, man." So you would text me new metal lyrics and I'd just finish them while I was at work.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's a few things that I'll text Fuzz every once in a while, and one of them is forfeit the game.
Yeah, we did that the other day. Before somebody else takes you out of the frame, dog. All right, let's go.
All right.
okay.
Sorry.
Mikey in chat said 40 below summer, so we're gonna go ahead and whip that one out.
We're getting there, Mikey. God, shut up.
Yeah, Mikey.
I love you, Mikey. I don't
didn't-
mean that at all. I fucking love you so much.
I didn't know this band.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I've never heard of this.
Psycho, dude. That song ripped.
Sideshow.
What's cool is when didn't they re-record that record, Mike? Because I'm pretty sure they went and they rewrote Psycho as well.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think there was
Sideshow, Psycho, whatever.
I think there was like an EP or something, and then they put it on the full length.
Yeah.
There's some shit like
Yeah,
that.
but they're. I'm gonna put them as a C.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they're iconic to me.
Yes,
And,
to
you know, it's
me,
one of
but
those
to other people, no.
hindsight bands. You know,
I'm gonna go
like
C.
Mom was right. It was.
I think we
a
have different
phase.
versions.
Well, but see, the thing is, like,
Iconic in a new metal
there's
world.
Yeah, I guess.
But see, when it comes to like new metal and stuff, as dumb as it sounds, Mike and I had a very broad umbrella. A lot of
Yeah.
people have just
Yeah.
your Limp Bizkit, your Korn, your
Yeah,
typical metal band, and then there's bands like fucking Taproot and shit like that that is just kind of like a niche.
Well,
Right.
we were like, we were thirsty for
We were
heavy
in it.
music back.
Yeah, dude.
then.
Dude,
I
this
love
is
Well, sorry, I was gonna say I forgot to bring this up about Disturbed because like I was like searching for so much music at that time that there was a show on HBO that was on late at night called Reverb,
Yes, sir.
and they would have bands.
Yep.
They would film bands playing their live set, and I saw Disturbed on there, and it was like a year before they dropped that album.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, bro, this Disturbed band is going to be huge as soon as they fucking put music out. And what do you know?
Yep.
But yeah. So anyways. But yeah, that's how we ended up finding all these fucking...
Farm
you know.
Club, baby.
Dude, Mikey, chill the fuck out, okay?
What are you
was like-
talking about now?
I was like on the outskirts of new metal. Like I wasn't like in the
Right.
new metal scene.
Right.
But I'm just and so I've heard of a lot of these bands, but I've literally never heard 40 Below Summer in my
yeah,
entire
me
Yeah,
either.
I don't understand.
So funny.
So
You know what?
Be-
Jam them after this, dude. They're
Like,
tight
they're
as fuck.
I've never
pretty
even
tight.
heard somebody say the name.
Wow, I got to
They
see
go-
him live one time. It was sick, dude.
Step Into the Sideshow was the name of
That-
the record,
that-
right? The
yeah,
full-
I don't.
Also, what does that even mean? 40 Below Summer.
dude? Does if I have to explain it,
By the
dude?
name
whoa,
alone,
whoa, whoa.
they get an F.
Chill out.
from me.
Chill out. Chill out.
Rabbit. you need to settle down over there. I know it's your birthday, but you need to settle down.
They had such great hits as "And I wither away and I."
Dude, what is Mikey bitching about in the chat right
He keeps naming shit, and we're gonna get to it. You know,
God,
he-
Mikey, we get it.
He brought up Spine Shank. You know,
No shit.
Spine Shank's on the list, baby. Just saying.
So I wanted to say this is also like Napster, LimeWire, FrostWire
Right.
days. So with me, a lot of these bands, I would just download shit and I'd be like, oh, I like this. So they had about 3 songs of me downloading 3 songs from a band before I was like, it's done. Like you had to catch my attention because you just had this list of, whatever of all these crazy artists and stuff. So that's why I don't know a lot of these. But let's go back to Saliva.
Click,
Olivia.
boom.
Damn.
The reason.
This is Trailer Trash Limp Bizkit.
Yes, it is. yo.
We're going out tonight. Let me get my leather vest.
Yo.
Oh, and I was gonna say earlier that Rob Zombie is spooky redneck. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Cheap redneck Limp Bizkit. Yeah. That's why you're like, you gonna say it? Are you gonna say it?
Dude, Saliva, I never liked Saliva. Click, Click, Boom was a cool song. The only song that I ever cared about Saliva was fucking Hero when they did with Nickelback.
I forgot about
beef
that
with
one.
this band.
Oh, what's your beef, dog? What's your beef?
It's
Let's
so-
hear
it's
it.
so stupid.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I have beef because POD had their song Boom, and then Saliva came out with that song, and people get those 2 songs mixed up all the time.
Yeah.
That's not
That is not that
POD.
song.
That's Saliva.
But we were talking about this the other day at work that if you have a song that's literally an onomatopoeia, it's gonna be a hit, right?
gonna be-
So you
and
have
it's
like
gonna be in
click, click,
every
boom,
movie trailer.
and then you get a fucking here comes the
Boom, here comes the boom, and click, click, boom, and both of those songs were in every movie
Yeah,
trailer.
Yeah.
for
Dude,
like
it was
every
movie.
the first Fast and the Furious. Click, Click, Boom is in.
yeah.
Click, click, boom. Yo, dude, I hate Saliva. Honest to God, I don't care about them. They are an E, possibly an F for
I'll
me.
go
Yeah,
with E
yeah.
for sure.
And you know what? The last time I saw that they were touring in town was like a year and a half ago. They were playing at the fucking that cantina place off of 121, the Lava Cantina.
Oh shit.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
So you got to remember his like facial hair. That's
It's a
what puts it in the E.
Dude, he
tier,
looked
too.
like
He
he
had that
looked
little
like a goth biker porn star.
goth
Like that's what he
fucking-
looked
He
like.
had like all the rings. and
Yeah,
stuff,
dude.
too. Like, yo, take off those rings, dog. He's like, he's like, my side job is this pawn shop that I own.
Yeah, dude.
So-
totally ran a pawn shop or a chop shop, one or the other, dude.
Right.
But he click boomed it and cleaned up. So
Dude, fucking
Yeah.
all right, that's honestly an E or an F.
click,
tier.
boom, pawn.
Since they had a hit, I'll go E. Since they had a hit,
Okay,
I'll go
listen,
E.
I'll ask this one question:
Hit me.
Is it just thinking about what might be coming up? Is there any band that is an F
Yes.
without saying it?
Yes.
I
There
think
is a-
so.
I
I'd
think
say
so.
put Saliva at
I do think
Okay. I have a story too. Also, I went to a Head PE show, and they were direct support for Saliva, and I remember being like, "Yo, Head PE was so sick." And then Saliva started, and there was like literally bikers, like fat leather wearing bikers, dry humping each other next to me during Saliva, and I was like,
That's hot.
"I'm gonna be sick. I gotta go. Let's go." And we all left.
Well, first off, the fact that Head PE wasn't headlining is bullshit. So
That's true.
Short for
I don't think
head
Head
physical
PE ever
education.
caught.
they still
they
haven't.
still haven't caught on, but they're still pretty sick. I'm gonna be honest.
And I'll tell that story if we get to Head PE. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Oh,
with
yeah,
Saliva.
That's
Alright,
that's an
let's
E
go
for
E.
me.
We'll do E.
Because click click boom
Click click boom.
made Fast and
got
Furious a
Right,
little bit
there you
better
go.
back in
Oh.
time.
Watch it. We're talking about Fast and Furious like that.
Head
we go.
PE.
So
Boom, 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 boom.
Sorry.
Come on.
This is one of the ones where I know the name, I just don't know any of the songs.
dude,
Yeah.
So many good songs.
What? Oh, dude. Dude, I love
Bartender,
that.
Blackout.
Hey, bartender, hit me with the double. Dude, that song goes so
Swan
hard.
Dive.
Swan Dive is tight as fuck.
Swan
too.
Dive.
Into the asphalt.
Dude. So like, I love Head PE because they are their version of Limp Bizkit. You know they are. I just don't know what
They're
kind.
Limp Bizkit with a real black guy.
Yeah. Fred Wishes. Am I right? Street. No, dude. One of my favorite stories. I don't remember where we were or what city we were in, and it made way more sense to park behind a venue. And I remember the security guard was like, "I can't let you park back there." We were like, "Why? Why can't we park back here? It makes more sense for load in." He goes, "Well, Head PE was here a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, and their bus driver ran the bus into the bank awning that was next door." And so because of them, you were not allowed to park in the back alley anymore. And I'll never forget it. It was
Nice.
hilarious.
Hell yeah.
So what do we think? I personally love Head PE. I
Me
would put
too.
them up. I would probably put them at A, and I know that's probably not going to be popular, but I like them a lot more than a lot of those bands in B.
I can go A because I liked Head PE more than Papa Roach.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely did.
They
too.
just didn't have
The
bangers like those bands did.
Well, yeah, the ones that like went all the way to
Right,
the top
right,
to
right.
like be in a '90s soundtrack.
Because they've been right here. Head PE has been right here for 20 years. They have never moved up or down.
Personally, I would say A. Just saying.
I
But
would go A for me.
I think it's it's society that drops them down to the B. You know?
I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think that's fair, but I think this is our list, so fuck society, you know?
Yeah, I'm going A.
Has
for
anyone
me.
ever solved the equation that is their name? The formula that's going on with their name.
Well, I think it's always different, right? Like there was one that was Head Planet Earth, and wasn't there other ones that were like the PE was different?
Mhm.
I don't
think so.
remember.
I don't remember. I just remember always. I remember the first time trying to download it, I kept spelling it HEADPE, and I couldn't ever figure out what
And
it
then you got
was.
American Head Charge.
Yeah,
So,
I wouldn't doubt it.
is Drowning Pool
Oh,
new metal?
wow.
Yes, they are because they came up and were on tour. I saw them with Il Nino and Cold Chambers, so yes, I will say they're new metal.
That first record?
banger,
the-
dude.
is, it,
That
is, is it called Sinner, the first record? With Bob
Yeah.
Dylan? Such a good
Dude,
record. Too bad the
Dave
vocalist-
Williams. Yep.
Yeah.
was that?
So I never
Did somebody just
really.
scream? Oh.
I was doing the bodies at the
Dave Williams was one of the most underrated vocalists to ever grace this earth.
And we only got one record.
We got one record with him.
It's
man.
a good record, too. It's a solid
Such a
fucking
great
listen.
record.
That other
Tearing Away is such
the
a
one
banger.
that's like, I don't care about anyone.
Yes.
And then
Shit, I haven't thought about that song in so long.
Dude,
I always had a problem
tearing
though with the
away.
lyrics.
yeah, but
Like it's definitely an iconic song, and it does jam. But
push
hate that you're just like
me
one,
again.
two, three.
Dude,
It's the count. The count. Someone needs to do the
We're
count
fucking-
voice.
No, we're talking about.
Let
We,
the body
we
hit
just
the floor.
talked about fucking.
Something wrong.
We just talked about Cold Chamber. Cold Chamber fucking did. The roof is on fire, dog. Like, come on.
Get out of my rowboat.
Still wrong.
Blah blah blah.
Here's the problem, though. I think that record is a fucking banger, but I
Same.
couldn't tell you one thing they did after that, and I feel guilty for the rest of the band. Like that sucks for the rest of the band, but I really don't
Well,
know
so-
anything.
Their other singer came from what was that band called? Soil. The singer that took Dave's place came from Soil, and he was a pretty close match. John and I actually saw them one time, I think, with him as the singer, and it just wasn't the same because I had already seen them with Dave Williams. And like they put out several records and none of them are good.
Yeah.
And because of Dave Williams, I got into Neurosis because he had that Neurosis shirt on in one of their pictures in Metal Edge or Hit Parader, and I got into Neurosis because of him. So
I hate to say this, but that first record bangs, but that's a different band. I know that the rest of the band was there for other stuff, but that's a different band. It's two different bands. I think the band that we know now is a C or a D.
I'm gonna go E. That banger was dope, but I'm gonna go E for that banger, dude. That was a good record. If we're ranking records, it would be an A or a B for me. But
yeah, I mean, I'm okay with like D.
Let's do D. I won't be a dick and go E. We'll go D.
And that's unfortunate.
I would listen.
Because you could get a D and still pass the grade.
I would rather listen. I would rather listen to that record than anything Saliva's ever put out.
Right.
So that's an S for me.
Incubus.
That's an S for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to see them next Friday. I've seen them. I see them every time they come to town. That's it.
What?
Now, when Brandon cut his dreads off.
Here we go.
Well, when Brandon cut his dreads off, they created one of the greatest records of all time in Make Yourself, and everybody said they went into a bad direction, but I thought they went in an up and up.
Yeah.
I love Science. I love the Fungus Among Us. I love Enjoy Incubus.
It's just like too funky.
Well, they were trying to be the Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's what they were trying to do.
They were like Funk Lit Biscuit.
Yeah, Funk Lit. See, you roped Incubus into new metal because Incubus did the Family Values '98 tour. They did Ozfest.
New Skin was
and
the
New
best
Skin
song.
was so sick, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll fucking fight for yeah.
Well, where are we going?
But it was an amazing song. I'm going S. That's an S, dude.
I like
So,
S too.
what's your favorite album from?
What's my
Incubus?
that's tricky. I love Make Yourself.
Make Yourself so
Everybody's
good.
like, dude, I'm going to see them
I
play
like Make
Morning
Yourself.
View in
Yeah.
full next Friday. They're playing Morning View in full. But I love all of their new stuff.
A decade ago.
Yep. But I'm going to say Make Yourself.
I was starting singing.
So that I got into Make Yourself in 8th grade, and that's when I fucking fell in love with them. That record changed my life, like so crazy music. I didn't know you could be pretty and still be considered metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I'm gonna say that too. I'm gonna say Make Yourself.
yeah, dude, that record
Two was amazing also, but it's like, it was like MTV all over the place. Everybody's like, "Ooh, Brandon Boyd is so sexy," and it's like, okay,
yeah, dude,
remember Make Yourself?
yeah, dude, like that record and what they did for the 20th anniversary, going back and re-recording the way they play Morning View live now in the same mansion that they recorded in 20 years ago. I thought that was cool as fuck, dude. That's like solid, dude. But yeah, they're a fucking S for me. They are one of my top 3 bands of all time. So
My first experience with them was my first concert I ever went to was Edgefest 2000, and they had
hell yeah.
they had demo discs that they were putting on everyone's car. I don't know, I didn't see them putting them out, but when we got to the car, it was 2 songs. It was Part of Me and something else on there. I wish I still had that demo disc. And I remember just fucking wearing that little demo out. Yeah. I wore it out, and when the album finally came out, it was so good. So good. So
dude,
is there any band that named themselves Succubus?
I don't know.
As an answer?
I mean, He Is Legend wrote a song wrote a song about a succubus.
I've actually wondered that. Like, Incubus was a very popular, and it's a good name, so no one ever.
We didn't get to use Incubus. We were going to use Drive for our 8th grade graduation song, but our teacher was like, "Do you know what an Incubus is? We cannot use that song."
Yeah,
I'm not. She said it just like that, dude. Shout out to Miss B. Rest in peace.
Shut up, Miss B.
yeah, no.
Fuck you, bitch.
I laid with one.
So this next band, Edema.
Inside you.
God damn it, this was a phase too, because I loved this band when I was younger. I first found out about them from a Madden football game.
Now you're begging me to stay.
Yeah, this was definitely the one hit, like one of the one hit wonders.
They're not even one hit wonders. They got big because Jonathan
just
Davis
a
is
wonder.
Mark's brother.
Yeah, they're just.
If Jonathan Davis is not in
Wonder
the
how they got
picture-
famous.
I
I
think
wonder how they're a band still.
I think D or E.
Jonathan-
D or E.
Yeah, D or E for me. Like, I thought the first record was so good, and the second record was so good. I loved the drummer that wrote those two records, but like, when I was texting you guys the lyrics the other day, like
They're so
reading
bad.
those lyrics now, I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
So,
I
I was.
give it an F. Can we give it an F?
You know what? Man, I don't want to give it.
Honestly, I can give it an F because they didn't have bangers.
You're
Right.
right.
They
They
have-
had that
they-
one, the give up or giving in,
Getting
giving.
inside.
And he tried
Yeah.
to sound like Jonathan so much.
He
It
did.
sucked.
He did.
It's Chester and Jonathan at the same time somehow.
Oh yeah, Chester Davis.
Chester. I'll let it. We can put
Jonathan Bennington.
we can put them on F, but a little piece of me wants them on E. But we can put them on F.
I kind of want to
Okay,
E.
let's-
I
okay,
think
let's
I'm
go
E
Let's,
on.
let's
on
give
a
them credit
Dima.
for us knowing their name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like messed up from all the drugs and all the speed, and I never got no sleep because I kept on tripping over what they said. And everything that my mom said made me sad, and everything that my dad said made me mad. That's fucking lyric from them. Like, come the fuck on.
I thought you were freestyling. I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah. That was good, Fuzz.
That was good.
Speak.
It was
Oh,
spoken word.
You're welcome, boys.
Started speaking in new metal tongue.
Ah,
Dude, when's
Yes,
you
man.
and Keith's tour?
I don't know 10 years. Do you guys have
They
opinions?
had
on-
one song called "The Wasteland." That was the only song that I knew from that band. The singer had dreads, though. I do remember that.
Yeah. I never got into 10 years. I know their name, and I do know that they were pretty popular.
They had "Wasteland," I think, is the name of the song. That's all I know.
don't
So-
the name of the song.
If they were popular, but we don't know them, I think that's a fair D.
That's a D, easy. I don't really.
Rabbit
Care
I
to-
feel
tail.
like that's the one hit wonder category is D.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, we can't even like F would be like I hate them. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm,
they could just exist, and we know their name. And
see,
we
I could have "Saliva" as a E.
Yeah, I mean,
I could totally put "Saliva" as an E.
yeah,
But anyway, 10 years is
Yeah.
a D for me. I don't care much
dude,
for them.
Chevelle, bro.
I'm going. High,
Once again.
I'm going high on Chevelle. I think.
Yeah.
I think A at that. Yeah, A.
Then the pain below.
I'd say
Yeah.
I'd put them right next to POD.
Dude, right next to POD. Red, that song before it got
Yeah.
popular, I saw him played at Ozfest in like 2001, man, 2002, whatever it was. So fucking good, dude.
Apparently, they hate each other.
Yeah,
right?
they're brothers. They all
All
hate
brothers
each other.
that hate each
They
other.
kicked the
John-
brother out of the band.
Dude, John and I saw the lead singer fall off the stage. They opened for Korn and Seven Dust, and he fell off the fucking stage. I'll call John right now. He'll verify it.
These new metal dudes falling off the stage.
We kind of
Dude,
can't.
sometimes
Just stay on stage.
sometimes you're trying to go so Limp Bizkit style, you fucking fall off the stage,
They're
bro.
probably like, like I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't want to look like a nerd in front of the crowd. So, like,
Hey.
well, avoid the big hole in the stage. I'll go A tier for Chevelle because they're dope.
I didn't even see you put Chevelle on there, but yes.
Yeah, it's white. It's there.
Okay.
It's on A. When they had the song in Constantine, they had the red in Constantine. It's dope. It was dope.
First off, Constantine, one of the best movies ever
Fuck
created.
yes.
Fuck that movie so
Dude.
much.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'll side note on that.
So
You know what's cool? What I love about those old movies is all the new metal on the soundtracks. dude.
Yes.
Yep. They don't do soundtracks.
They don't do
anymore.
soundtracks anymore, but like
Yep.
Constantine, fucking Valentine with fucking
Yep.
Like,
Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason, dude.
Fucking-
Queen of the Dam.
Queen of the
Yeah.
Dam, fucking
Yeah.
slam, dude.
Yeah, Queen of the Damned
Blade
Stick.
soundtrack.
Oh my god.
Fucking Spawn.
Okay, I can't.
Little
we got-
Nicky, just little Nicky.
Little Nicky was
Little
up there.
Nicky. Yeah.
It's fucking
All
crazy
right.
soundtrack.
OTEP. Oh,
we put Constantine in the S tier right now?
Yo, dude, I'm so down for the S tier, bro. Dude, they're in S tier with Terminator 2 and The Matrix. That's what I think where Constantine's at. OTEP, I loved their first record. Their second record was cool, but she is a giant fucking bitch.
Yep.
So she just treats bands like shit. She treats everybody she tours with like shit.
Yeah.
And not only have I heard it from Mike, but I've heard it from so many other people.
Yeah, I used to like
She just burped.
that record, that first full. Wasn't it the same thing where like there was like an EP?
They did an EP
then-
first, and then they put War Pigs was on the EP, and then they put it on their full length. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, it's a girl.
And they come to find out she used pedals to sound that heavy.
Oh my.
Yeah.
God.
So
Yeah, she plugged her microphone into like a guitar pedal.
yeah, and that's how she
Like a
sounded heavy.
distortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just super
Yeah.
overloaded.
Yeah. And then if I'm not mistaken, by the second record, she had kicked everybody out of the band. So Evil J, I think was his name, the bass player.
Yeah,
he wrote the drums, bass, and guitars and shit for their second record because nobody wanted to be in a band with them.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
really know. I don't have an opinion on
I-
this one.
So it's like the type of thing where like I thought that it was sick when I first heard it, but I just don't, you know.
Oh, dude,
I remember
it's a
liking the
D.
song.
It's a D or C maybe. What song? Do you remember?
I'm gonna give it. Remember now?
I'll put
it's
it
like
in E because I don't like. I
Fever
don't
Dream.
like that chick.
Yeah, let's go E. I'm cool with that. Dude, Blood Pigs, not War Pigs. Blood
Maybe it
Pigs
was
was a
Blood-
dope
maybe it
song.
was that
Did it start with the siren at the beginning? Yeah, because that
Oh,
that
sounds
was,
familiar.
Yeah.
dude. She did write some sick lyrics though. Her lyrics were
But
cool.
it was like also kind of like too much, you know.
She was trying too
like-
hard. She was trying
Like
too hard.
OTEP is, or no, wait, what's the name of that record? Sevestra or some
Sevestra,
shit, and
yeah.
it's art saves backwards.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're not that deep.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
She's like, oh, this is gonna be.
Yo, dude,
so
he follows
deep.
me on Twitter.
You just spilt your alphabet soup and you just
Oh, here we go.
311.
Here we go.
311.
Here's the debate. Are they new metal?
Are they?
I listened to some.
You think
Okay,
so?
I'm not real versed in 311. I know their singles and stuff. I went back and listened to some of the early stuff to see if that's why, and that's why. It's their early stuff that puts them in the new metal category for
Right.
sure.
Because
Their bass
because it's
player.
reggae Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, it's it is. For me, they
even have the
are.
same font.
They do. Oh my god. Oh my god, Rabbit. They really do.
That's a Limp Bizkit font.
They are. If Limp Bizkit has their own font, I swear to God.
Limp Bizkit font.
Yo, LBF. It's the LBF, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, they are an A or a B for
$11
me.
bills, y'all.
I'm good with B because their singles are good, but as a new metal band, I didn't really particularly find any of that early stuff like catch my ear.
Just Down's like the main.
Dude, Toby, you just don't come original, dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like all those songs on that record are great, but like all the earlier stuff, like the two records, I think there was two records before that one. They're mediocre. They really kicked off with that one record. I feel like.
Yeah, dude. Ember is that's a sick ass fucking.
You're really
name.
not sounding down. You know?
Yeah.
I think B. I think B is a perfect category for them.
I'll go B. I'll go B
could
just
go.
because they. Dude,
Yeah,
I really like 311.
I'll say B because I don't be hating. You know.
Oh yeah,
They're
dude.
sick.
B.
It's fucking reggae, fucking Limp Bizkit, dude. How can
Yeah.
you hate that, bro?
Shine down.
bro.
I can't stand Shine Down.
I mean, they're like pretty much butt rock, right?
They are butt rock.
They are butt
but
rock.
They came up in the new metal
Oh,
world
they
for a
did.
little while.
Okay.
I think
But
D or
they're- I'm
E.
going D or E. I saw them with Spirit Box,
Oh yeah.
and there were 9 parts in their show where the warnings were up that were booms, loud booms, like their show.
Right.
And at one point, Michael was like, "Hey, cover your ears." He's like, "If you're not paying attention, they'll scare the fuck out of you. Like, you gotta know what's happening." I mean, I didn't watch any of their show, but it sounded great. They still kill it, but like,
I just never got into them, you know.
you know who did get into them? My dad.
And that's
yeah.
who they're for. They're for everyone's
Exactly.
dad.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Shinedown is one of those bands that's like, oh yeah, I listen to metal like Shinedown. You know it is what it is.
Yeah, like you like.
It's Limp Bizkit butt rock, dude.
Well, you could wear the same. Well, you could wear the same thing you wore to the country concert.
It's
this
true.
week to the
That's
Shinedown
exactly right.
show,
Yeah, dude.
And
Yeah.
where are we thinking? Because I do think D or E.
I mean, yeah, we could
D or
give it
E's for
D
me.
because you know they're popular. With
They
the general
they don't suck.
Did
Their
they have a
music
one
is
hit?
good.
Did they have a one-hit wonder?
No.
Did they have a one? I'd
No.
put them in E then.
Then, well, you know what? I agree.
I'd go to E.
I think they do have a
Put 'em in
one-hit wonder. Let's see. We're gonna because I'm pretty sure they have
I-
like
I don't know any of
a
their
monster
songs. I don't-
song, something about a monster, but they're
yes.
is that them? I know there's two bands that have like a monster, and there's another one that's
Yeah,
Okay,
one of
s-
them's called The Worst Intentions.
Sound of Madness.
I don't
You hear nothing?
I don't
Anything out
recognize
of
any of these songs.
Me neither.
Worse than 10.
Okay, they do have a song called
We
Monsters.
have
I
a
was
song
right.
called Monster. dude.
yeah. Oh
That's why I said that.
Oh
D.
shit! I forgot about that.
Okay,
I'm going D here, boys.
Okay.
Maybe E, because whatever.
Mike Rabbit, what do y'all think?
I think E.
What are we talking about again?
I don't think
Shine
they.
Down.
Shine down. Fuck,
Sorry.
dude.
I don't even
E.
think they.
Or E, yeah. We
I
can
think
put him in
E.
E because
Okay.
I don't know. It's just I'm not trying to hate, but I just never got into that.
Sounds like you're player hating. All right, Evanescence. Evans
Nice.
Essence.
Evans.
You know what? I saw them a year or two ago with Korn, and like I was kind of poo pooing on them, and they fucking rocked. I'm not
Killed
gonna
it.
lie, they were fucking so
Killed it.
good. It was stupid how
And
good
they have
they
a
were.
lot more songs than you remember. You know what
Yes,
I mean? Like,
yes,
like,
100%.
if you tried to bring up some songs, you could only name like two, but when you see their set, you like know almost every
Every one of
you know
them.
what I mean?
Every one of them. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Dude,
put them in either an A or a B for sure.
She did a song with the lead singer of Seether because she was dating him, and then she wrote a song about him not wanting to get sober after they broke up.
Damn.
Savage, dude. Savage.
Cause I'm broken.
Yep. And then like, yeah, dude. Evanescence. When we saw him at Sick New World, we were just in the vicinity waiting for another band, and it was like, this is her first show in how long? Fuck yes. It was incredible.
Yeah.
She's still got it. I'll go S or A for
I
Evanescence.
think A's.
I'll give it an A
think
because
A.
she's everyone's.
She
first
also sang fucking did Freak on a Leash with Korn a few times.
crush. Yeah.
That's tight.
I mean, everyone that listened to heavy music and went to church knew who Evanescence was.
I went to church, but
Absolutely.
that's not why I listen to Evanescence.
Right.
Because I was a metal
Ew.
kid.
Toby, why?
Puddle of mud.
Oh,
You know
dude,
what?
why is that logo so blurry?
Hey, did you drop that logo in mud?
Look, that first record wasn't terrible, but
I
anything
loved that first record.
everything
James
after
around.
that. What was that song
No,
on
it's
the Cloud 9 or something? That was their big single off the second record, Cloud.
I have no
I
idea.
don't
Something
remember
about
any
clouds,
songs
and it
off
was
that.
god awful.
I remember one of their latest singles. This was a couple years ago. Was the Schizophrenic Psycho or some
Oh,
shit like
yeah.
that? Terrible.
I think
That
E.
first record fucked, dude.
I
It's
think-
yeah, I'll go E, maybe F. Honestly,
I think E because that
This is
first
a
record
hard
saves
one
them
for me.
from the F. But you guys,
does it
I think
though?
that
Does it,
performance, that
That
performance,
performance puts him in an F.
you
The
know?
cover
They're-
of
they're-
Nirvana
yeah.
puts them at an
Yeah.
F.
Okay, that's fair.
Absolutely.
that's
Having a
fair.
standoff with police in his car.
That's pretty metal, dude.
That is pretty metal.
But I'm going F for Puddle of Mud.
It is
dude.
a
I'm
bag.
sorry.
I hate it when you do this.
You're right. You know what? I would rather listen to Edema than Puddle of Mud. That's fair.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Damn.
So this
Yeah.
band, I don't know.
I would rather listen to some.
I wish you guys did. Did any of you guys watch that video I sent you about Puddle of Mud the other day? He's like, Puddle of Mud. You've never heard of Puddle of Mud? Blurry?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
starts playing the clip, and he's like,
He's like, you-
singing it. You've heard of Puddle of Mud. You've heard of Puddle of Mud. It's just a video. It's like in a movie, and he's like, Puddle of Mud? You've never heard of Puddle of Mud? Just if you'd watch the funny shit I sent you guys, you
Yeah.
fucking know what I was talking about.
I have funny videos coming in every social media at me. I'm like dodging.
Oh, with your real friends. Cool. Let's move on.
Okay, I don't know. I
Fuck
don't know this band.
F F F F
I'll give them an
F
F.
F
I've
F.
I've always kind of hated this band.
Dude, they're just like a Hollywood Limp Bizkit version of ICP.
They're-
That's fair because that's honestly.
Hollywood version of Limp Bizkit is ICP.
I always thought that they were like an ICP ripoff. So like
Me
that's
too.
so we'll throw them down there. All
Dude,
right.
fuck them. Fuck everything. Oh,
Oh,
S. Fuck you, S. You're not getting any S.
I don't know.
okay.
I'm not-
Nothing.
I'm gonna give it A. I'm gonna give
Fuck
it
you.
A. I'm gonna give it an A because they were on the come up and they were dope as hell. But
That
He
record,
passed away.
dude. That first.
We're talking about Snot, by
back.
the way, for the listeners.
Yeah.
Snot.
we're talking. Oh yeah, Snot. But there was also a record that came out that had all the guest vocalists for their
Straight Up.
song
Straight
called
Up.
Straight Up, and that was super dope.
One.
But it's one of those things where like nobody
could
knows
have
who
been?
they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And what's crazy is nobody knows who they are, but yet they were so huge in the new metal world.
Mhm.
That's what's nuts.
mhm.
I'll settle for an A because they are an S. That first record is
Yeah.
funk and heavy new metal. Like it's so good. The
Wasn't
song
that
with the
that
alarm
album-
clock.
The alarm clock.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Yeah.
And not to
never-
confuse them with the rapper that now goes by Snot.
Fuck that stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, I think that's fucking dumb.
he uses a $sign instead of an S. Fucking idiot.
Alien Ant Farm.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I love
You know
Alien
what?
Ant Farm.
I love Alien Ant Farm.
That
too.
first record,
And
so good.
go ahead, Toby.
That
Yeah,
fir-
it really is.
Well, even weren't we talking about when the new Alien Ant Farm came out?
It was
And it
pretty
was
good.
pretty good too.
Yeah.
Like I listened to.
It's not something that I'm like gonna go out of my
Right.
way to listen to.
Right,
But that
I'm only
first,
gonna hit up my new metal friends about it.
what's the song about the movies?
Just
like
like the
the
movies.
Yeah, dude.
Played out our last scene. I
Dude,
love that
I'm going
fucking record.
A or B. A or B.
Let's go B. I
Fair
think
B.
B's safe. B is super safe
I think
because
a B. Yeah,
I'll give it a B.
B.
I would rather listen
Because
to
of that
A-
haircut.
Yeah, dog.
That butt cut, literally.
I would rather listen to Alien Ant Farm than a lot of stuff on A, to be honest. But I think B is where they belong.
You better
Right.
choose your words wisely.
Somebody must have.
What's up? What are you doing?
Somebody's
Fart?
in the sink.
What is that noise?
Somebody must have pranked him. You know what I mean? Like they did the thing. And he
They
was
did the
like,
thing with the lady.
and he's like, "That's a look."
Kind of like it.
Yeah, I like it. Like that's my thing.
This one's kind of controversial. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson. Honestly, like there's two eras for me. There's old and there's new. And old Manson was sick as
Dude.
fuck.
Old Manson was.
Hollywood
Yeah.
is still one of my favorite records.
Antichrist Superstar.
That
Sick as
started
fuck.
it, but dude, I loved Hollywood. I even loved the one after with Fight Song on it. The
That one's
the two after Hollywood were fucking dope.
What was
the
the
one
one
with
called?
Babble Babble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one kind of sucked.
No, that one was
the
good.
start.
It
That
was
one's
good.
that one's the start of the downfall,
mean-
but it was still good.
I saw him on Ozfest, and I don't know if he actually put the microphone in a lady's bits and sang out of it, but it's what it looked like from behind the curtain. I'm sure it was just a facade, like it wasn't actually real, but it's what it looked like.
Magic trick. You know?
But
I
fucking this Beautiful People is one of the most iconic
Yep.
Yeah.
riffs.
Oh,
All bullshit aside, it's still fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
dude.
Dan
It's like what did that one guy say about being the hero so long you turn into the villain? Or some shit?
You either die a hero or
Yeah.
live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Right. That's kind of like with Manson. It was just like he stuck around for so long that eventually, like, we were out of touch with the music
Right.
he's writing now. You know what I mean? Like, so
he's Dude, his tours are fucking damn near selling out arenas right now.
Yeah.
Didn't he get canceled?
Slaughter to Prevail and Five Finger Death Punch is who they're on tour with right now. My mom's gonna go see them in a week or two.
Oh,
Our guys,
Yeah,
our buddies.
and our buddy Lee is in a band called
I
The
can't even-
Funeral.
The Funeral Portrait. Yeah,
and
they're opening the tour.
for
Yeah.
that tour. So that, but yeah, I honestly, he even through the controversy, he like beat the allegations, and I would say S tier because
I think you're right.
he did it. He did it like
Yeah.
he was the guy that everybody
He
was
was-
looking at about being controversial back in the day, and
And he never was.
And and he was just writing
they
rock and roll
blamed-
music.
Columbine.
Columbine
Yeah.
shootings on him.
Yeah.
What Bowling for Columbine? When what's his name went and interviewed him, there he was like, "So what would you say to those kids?" He said, "I wouldn't say anything. I would have listened." And
Yeah.
it was like, "Did you hear what Marilyn Manson
Yeah.
just fucking said?"
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Dude.
He's an S tier
He
for
is
me,
S
dude,
tier.
because he's so iconic.
You're right.
Everybody will know who
Absolutely.
Marilyn Manson is.
Yeah, and after Marilyn Manson was the target of like all of the controversy, you could do whatever you want in music and not be as hated. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
So.
All the rumors. He was probably the most rumor fucking.
yeah,
he was,
he was the
He
Killing
took his ribs out so he could
puppies.
suck his own dick.
Paul
Whoa,
from
he
the
didn't do
Wonder
that?
Years. Everybody said,
I
"Did
still
you know
believe
Marilyn
that.
Manson is
I still
Paul from
believe
the
that.
Wonder Years."
I still believe that. I
You
believe
remember
it.
that.
I believe it because he's never denied it. I'm just saying, I still believe it. His book, his
He
biography
would
is
be
really good if you want a good read. It's pretty sick. I love this band.
Static X.
It's an A for me.
Static.
Wisconsin
Static X.
Death Trip and the record after it with "Oh, go."
We fucking what's the push it fucking
That riff is so good, dude. Yeah, dude, that's they are A tier for me.
I'd say A tier.
If they're-
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
Okay.
It's weird that they're touring with a guy that wears a
Where's
Wayne
this?
Static
Wayne
mask.
Static
That's
mask.
weird as fuck.
Finger 11.
mean-
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Holy crap! I forgot about this band.
Finger 11. You know
it's
what?
traded
They had one. I mean, as far as I can remember, one hit.
all away from one thing,
Dude,
just for one thing.
I'm putting them in a year F.
what about didn't they have that one lame song?
So
Fucking-
yes.
Oh, you're such a fucking hypocrite. Is that them?
Oh, is that
Or-
Figure 11?
No. Well,
Neither, dude.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So there's no. So
that
there
is-
is a song that sounds just like that. I always mix the two up, but it is Finger 11, and I can't remember what song. It's like one of those like happy sounding metal songs that. Oh yeah, yeah that.
God damn it, we're gonna listen to it after this. Dude, you just described Creed,
It's like every
Lighthouse.
metal song ever.
Pearl Jam. You described a bunch of bands just then.
Yeah, that song.
Dude,
that's
that's it. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look right now, boys. But anyway, they're a solid
Yeah.
D or C for me.
I put them on the same thing as Shinedown. I would say E.
Dude, let's go E.
I'll give
I'm
it an
cool
E
with E
because but I
dude,
do remember they had some sick.
they had some
bangers.
bangers, and their
Two metal bangers.
their drummer, or it might have been their singer. He had the cool little dread braids. Like,
Jesus Christ.
They had a song that back in the day that was like, "Hold me under," or like
Yeah.
some shit like
So
that.
I
Yeah.
think y'all want a D on this one. I
Let me go D.
I'll give it a
yeah,
D.
dude, I'll give it a D. Yeah,
As soon
Eddie.
as that song came in back to my brain.
I'm not going to be struck by you. What is it? Until you make me move. What is something like that? Yeah.
what about
It's like
Fear Factory?
almost
Oh,
indie
dude,
band.
that's it. Fear Factory is an A tier. They people consider him metal, but I can like Dino. He's a new metal god, dude.
Well, they were like one of those bands that started doing the kick a lot
Yeah.
with the fucking
The double bass pedal, yeah. But I I mean, I will consider them new metal. Honestly, I really will, and I'll give them an A or a B because they were sick as fuck.
Did they cover? Are they the ones that covered Cars?
Oh,
Was that Fear
Maybe.
Factory?
I think so.
I think I remember that cover, and it was really good.
but I'll go.
It's like I never really was super into them.
I
but,
wasn't into them.
Oh, I didn't like how the guy sang like this with that effect on it all the time, but the music was so good.
I think I'd put them in C because like the name, it's very recognizable name, the logo and everything. I feel like I'd rather listen to Mudvayne or
Yeah, I'll go C. Actually, let's go D. Let's go D.
yeah.
You cool with C? They were just so good for me. I don't know.
What do you guys think,
Anyway,
Mike Rabbit?
I say C.
Yeah, I'll
I'll go
C.
C. Yeah, C is
just
cool.
because they are definite. They're definitely a name. You know,
You'd always see them on flyers too. Like they were
Yeah.
always headlining shows. So I don't know why they
Right.
weren't bigger, but I just never really got into them.
They're huge over in Europe.
Yeah,
They're huge in
definitely.
Europe.
Spine
All right.
Shank. I don't know this
Fine
band.
Shank, dude.
That's an S or an A for me.
I'll give
That's
it
an S or
an
an
A
A.
because
I'm not gonna. I honestly don't even care if we talk about it. That's an S or an A for me.
dude, Spine Check. Synthetic. I become synthetic.
Dude, that song alone is good enough to make
Yeah.
him an S.
Yeah. Yep. Well, they even did on their first record. They had a cover of a Beatles song, and it was pretty dope. I'm gonna be honest.
It was,
So-
and I hate the Beatles, so that's tight.
Rabbit, do you know this band?
Nope.
Okay, so me and
So
Rabbit don't
annoying
know
to
this
me.
band, but you
Okay,
two are
this
both
was-
saying an S. I think that's got to lower it to at least an A or a B.
Okay, I can do that. I can go A. I will go A. I won't go B.
Oh, well, so they were one of those bands that started doing a lot of like samples and like electronic sounds with
Very
their new
ministry-ish.
metal. Yeah,
Yeah.
with their new metal.
So A or B is what I would settle on this
I'm
one.
going A. I'm going A for Spine Shank.
Mike, you're the deciding factor here.
I'll give it an A. I'll
Okay.
give it an A, but I could understand if somebody might want to put it on B. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
Yeah,
on
I
black.
get that.
Put
Put
this-
on black.
This next one we're not gonna have to talk about very long. So let's just say Linkin Park.
Oh snap!
Linkin Park,
plus.
obviously. Well, it's one of those scenarios.
S
like,
plus.
It was one of those scenarios like we said about Slipknot, right?
Yes.
Because like towards the end of their career, I wasn't
There
even.
were more pop. Yeah.
I couldn't even
That's
like.
true.
But you
listen to anything.
the bangers off of off of those records, you still know them.
Right. Yeah. But their first two.
Here we go for the 100th time. Hand grenade pins in every line. Come on.
Man, dude,
Oh,
Flaw.
I don't really know Flaw either.
makes you think that we're all around in the end. Afraid to feel bad. Better up to try and pretend I'm immortal. The world that is wrong. Keep on wishing. I'll go, dude. I love that record. Their first record is so good.
It is pretty good.
But didn't they
that's
get popped like a couple years ago? The guitar player for like fucking stealing people's music off of YouTube and shit.
yeah. I
Yeah,
have no
dude.
idea.
Flaw for me. That record is so good, but I'm totally cool if it doesn't go above a C.
I don't know him.
That first record is
I don't know. him
so
either.
good.
Flaw. That record is pretty dope.
Like-
I always wanted to hate them. Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
So would you rather listen to Flaw or like where are we throwing them?
I would say.
I gotta see the list because they're so small. I would rather listen to Flaw than Mudvayne. The first,
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, we could put them in
and I love Mudvayne,
C.
but I'll go C for Flaw.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
What makes me think that?
Seether.
Ooh.
I'm putting them in E immediately because
Okay,
they
hold on.
have recognizable
E
songs.
immediately.
I have a story from tour.
Hate see there so much.
Dude.
I
Hey,
have,
Wait, what do you have?
I have something to say about tours.
Oh,
Never gets old. Never gets old. No, and I've told this story 1,000 times, and it's such a sick story. Which is, I don't care for their music. I don't, but we were in bumfuck somewhere up in North America, way up north, and we fucking rolled into a truck stop at like 2 or 3 in the morning. We ran into one band on another tour, whatever. We're inside. I'm buying my fucking fast break Reese's bar and a Dr. Pepper at 3 a.m. And all of a sudden, this dude was like, "Yo, are y'all in a band?" And we're like, "Yeah, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, so are we." And it was the guys in Seether. And they were cool as fuck. They bought us a bunch of shit in the gas station. The singer came out and fucking bought like $200 worth of merch. They gave us liquor off their bus, gave us bought us like 2 cartons of cigs. Dude, it was cool as fuck, man. Like I don't want to give them an E because they were such good people to us, because they were like, obviously could see we're in a fucking van. It's 3 a.m. Our heater didn't work. Like, it's miserable. But that's the only cool thing I've ever, meeting the guys in Cedar. They were really great, but God, their music sucks so bad. Sorry, Cedar. You guys were sweet.
They
but-
Cedar
like
gets the
this.
good guy award.
Love you guys. You guys are the best. I fucking hate their music so much.
Yeah,
But years later, he shits on them and is like, but they're fucking music.
Yo, dude,
I feel like
like,
they should get the good guy award, and we can bump them up to
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Give them an F.
Well,
in that.
fuck
okay,
up
we'll
to
give him
an
an E.
E.
Wait.
No, we'll give him an E. We're gonna
What
give
was
him an
the
E,
song now?
Rabbit.
E, okay. All right.
What's the
See-
song now? Now that we remember, I used it as an example to get to that
You did.
that song. What's the other one? It's fucking.
All I want to sing is
Whoa, you're such a fucking hypocrite.
So bad.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Whoa, you're such a fucking hypocrite.
Dude, my nightmare, like my hell, my rotting in hell is like somebody that's feeding me. They're putting a basket of chips and salsa in front of me, and I could never stop eating them. And that song is playing, and I'm like, I'm so full. I'm so full.
Dude, it sucks because, like, I remember being at Ozfest, dude, and they were so when Seether came out, I was at Ozfest, and they were doing like these secret, like, come see this band, and like it was weird advertising at Ozfest. And I remember they're handing out records. I'm like, Seether, oh, they sound cool. And I went and saw them, and it was just like, nah.
No.
Nah, dog. This
No, man, it smells like somebody's cooking French fries, dog. But yeah, that was rough, dude. I'm going E. They get the good guy award. No Fs for me, but they get. Yeah, go
you know,
E's.
Good job, Seether. Way to not be assholes.
Yeah, that's
Kitty! I'm going to say B.
That's a B, dude.
I
Solid
think
B. Solid B.
Solid B. I think that's easy.
It's not
Rabbit.
alright.
Rabbit, what do you think of Kitty?
He loves the
knew of
kitty, dude.
Kitty.
He loves the kitty, dude.
But I never really listened to any of their music, so I'll agree with what the guys say.
Okay.
Dude, that spit was such a fucking.
Yeah, everybody had a crush on Morgan too, and you know what?
She's still a babe.
smoking hot now,
Dude, she's still a babe.
I mean, looking at the pictures from back in the day, she's way hotter. now.
Yeah, I agree. I just thought it was so cool. There was girls that were screaming.
Yep, and they were like fucking. They were like 16.
Yeah,
years
they were
old,
young
doing
as
Ozfest
fuck,
and
dude,
shit,
yeah.
some shit.
That's wild.
I remember when we saw them at Sick New World, Lee was like, "Oh my god, they suck," and you and I started doing the same thing. Fucking mouthing all the songs and shit, dude. Anyway,
Crazy
Yeah.
Town.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Come, my lady.
Oh.
I love you know who ruined that song for me? The movie Orange County.
Yes.
Everybody.
I love
It
it.
ruined it for everyone.
I love the fact that they were like trying to make a metaphor for like every town is the
It's the
same.
exact
And
same.
it's literally come my lady, come my lady.
And they're all dancing to it and shit.
To it.
She's singing it in the car, you know.
I think either D or E, honestly.
I will go D because that first record I thought was so good, but I'm
They're
not
in the
going to.
one-hit wonder category.
They
I-
are. They are.
For sure.
I did think that first record was fun when I was young, but Mom, it was a phase. It was a phase.
It was toxic.
It was so toxic, dude. He's a badass b-boy 200, a space age hip hop superhero. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Dude, that song was sick. KRS-One.
I'm Kid Rock. Damn, I forgot about that.
Listen, Devil Without a Cause, and then the whatever was the second album called American Badass.
Yes.
Card.
American Badass.
Yo,
I'm going
yo,
platinum.
there's 2 hits, baby. Fucking me hitting you and Kid Rock ball with the ball playing in the background. Motherfucker. Yo, one of the most iconic fucking live shows was Kid Rock at Woodstock when he came out in that pimp suit with the top hat
The red
and
suit.
just fucking destroyed it, dude.
But I'm gonna say this though. It's like I described about Marilyn Manson. There's old shit and there's new shit.
Yes.
And,
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
and he was fucking tight.
That fucking bullshit was so bad. And then, like, I love listening to him talk because he's just whatever.
Grandpa's feeling frisky.
Your grandpa's feeling
Grandpa's
frisky.
feeling
I'm going to
frisky.
waste a whole bunch of money shooting this beer. It's gay.
I don't mess with gay beer.
I don't mess with gay beer. And then 3 weeks later, there's a picture of him that comes out and he's drinking a fucking Bud Light. Grow up, dude. But honestly, those first 2 records, Ball with the Ball, American.
Grandpa is feeling a little frisky today.
There it is.
Yo, I'm going fucking. I will go C. I will go C or D.
I'm
I
okay
won't
with
go-
that.
I will hunt down every gay beer.
I'm okay
Like,
with C.
I
Or,
will shoot every gay beer.
you know what?
The rest-
I'm gonna say D because there was some one-hit wonders. Only God Knows, Ball with the Ball, Cowboy. There was 3 or 4
Oh, I'm
singles.
a cowboy, baby.
Yo, dude.
So I think it needs
No.
to be better than D.
I feel like B is fine.
B.
What a B?
Yeah.
B is
B,
cool.
yeah.
Yo, dude, when I saw them, I saw him and he had the strippers from the clubhouse on stage. They were dancing. And he was still drinking Beck's back then, which was tight.
Mhm.
And then there was a segment in the show where he played every instrument. Guitar, drums, bass. He even got up on the fucking DJ soundboard, started mixing shit, scratching. He did everything. And it was cool as fuck.
So are we settling on B on him?
I'm going B.
We'll
I'm
give him
going
a B, man. And you know,
He's also a white trash Limp Bizkit.
You can call him a white trash Eminem that wants to be Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. Dude,
sick.
I hate Godsmack so much.
I was just talking about him.
We were just talking about
You know why Godsmack doesn't suck? Because the drummer of Glassjaw that
Had
wrote the
dreads.
greatest Glassjaw record of
Had
all
dreads.
time, he's the drummer in Godsmack.
yeah, it's
now.
trans.
Thought it was
He's
gonna be
been the
dreads.
drummer in Godsmack. He wrote Worship and Tribute and then dipped and got into Godsmack.
Damn.
dude. You know every band that has dreads, though, right? like if I asked you randomly, you would know, right?
Most likely, yeah.
You need to write. You need to have a book. You need to write a book of just artists that have dreads.
Dude, it was a phase, man.
It was a
That
phase
would be a
bomb.
great coffee table book.
Dude,
to read.
I would I should write it. Why do dreads
What was
make these bands better?
the big one?
Which one? Standalone?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
the fucking America needs you to be in the Air Force.
Dude, what's the John and I would just randomly break into that song. Like I would just go and John would look at me and then we'd just play Godsmack. But what's
they have
the
some other ones?
Voodoo was a banger.
Yeah, Voodoo was terrible. It's not a
Shut
banger.
up, Toby.
It is absolute dog shit.
Dude, their first record fucks, dude. I'm sorry.
What about I stand
That's
alone?
what we
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, that's what we just saying. I'm saying E on this one. That's my vote. E.
What about dun 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 dun?
No, fuck.
He was just very social, though. He made
Yeah.
a whole career out of.
He really
staying away
did.
from
And,
him.
and what's really funny is they have made an announcement that they are no longer going to write any more music, and they're just going to play all their old stuff. And it's like nobody cares
Yeah, I
if
was
you
like,
fucking
is it
write
what
new
he
music or not. the bikers that like you are slowly dying, getting in bike crashes, getting lung cancer.
Never misunderstand me.
Keep away from me. Dude, I love that first Godsmack record, dude. I fucking love
mean,
it. I don't
listen to it a
care.
lot, too,
I
but,
fucking love
it's a
that record.
hindsight, band
Yeah.
too. You're like,
I'm cool with the D.
like, who a bunch of people are out there like, why did I get this tattoo of a sun?
Dude, I wanted one.
You're not wrong.
One.
You're not wrong.
Bro, I wanted one. I wanted one so
You
bad.
should still get one. You should still get one.
Oh, is that a dare, Toby?
Yes, I dare you.
I will even.
Double dare
You
me?
know what? You know what?
No, you know
I
what?
will even get the Oscar the Grouch tattoo on my stomach, just like Sonny had.
You know what you could do though, and this is very niche that only Fuzz will probably get it because of the conversation we had earlier. You could take that Godsmack Sun and you could get 40 Below Summer tattooed.
You
underneath
could.
it
You could.
and rebrand it.
and rebrand it. Easy. Easy.
So, where are we throwing
All
them?
the gods. I'm going D, honestly.
D, yeah.
yeah, we're like, oh yeah, I love this fucking band. They're so sick. Yeah,
But
put 'em
like,
D.
because there's a couple bands in here that that were like, oh, they're bangers, that's why they should be up. But that like Godsmack to me just stayed right where they were. They never got
like,
bigger.
Yeah.
I saw them one time with was it the what was that summer tour that was like System of a Down and Sepultura?
Sanitarium.
No. I'll think of it later on, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go D. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll go D because I was into it, but
Dude, we've been going forever, dude. How many more bands are left?
We've
Toby?
got. We can get through here. Let's knock out some of these easy ones.
oh,
And
S
Korn.
plus.
S.
Korn.
They started the fucking genre.
Yeah,
Sorry for yelling to your roommate. I apologize to your roommate.
I would
Sys-
say
S plus.
S tier.
S.
I don't.
System of a
Put
Down.
Limp Bizkit up there too. That's a S plus, dude.
Yeah, just go ahead and throw Limp Bizkit up there.
I mean, is there a lot left? Maybe we should do a part 2.
No, there's not really. There's if we're
okay.
knocking out these big ones. Limp Bizkit, we're throwing an
Yeah,
S, right?
S. That's
Yes.
an S because they're iconic,
We've
dude.
been comparing every other band to the Limp Bizkit. They have to be S tier.
Well, it's funny that Limp Bizkit though because they don't have much discography for being so iconic. You know what I mean?
but they but they didn't need it because $3 bill y'all and dude. Honestly, not
And
even $3 bill
Significant
y'all.
Other.
Significant other and fucking
Significant.
hot dog flavored water. Those two records is enough.
Yeah. What
'Cause
about-
most of them, I guarantee most people have no idea about $3 bill. Most of them are like, whatever.
I get
What?
that too, but I am a big fan.
That's the best record.
yeah, that's
Sour.
sick.
Sour is like
Sour's
one of the
dope.
fucking dopest
Fucking
songs.
wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Faith.
Mushroom Head? Faith.
I love Mushroom Head. Their first record was so good.
I like
Yeah.
some old Mushroom Head, but I wasn't
Yeah.
ever huge into them. I would throw them in the D category.
I'll go D, but they did have some cool lyrics. The
I mean, they were like Kmart, Slipknot.
not even Kmart, but you know what's fucked up is they came
were like
before
Dollar
Slipknot.
General Slipknot.
They came before Slipknot.
I know
That's
they did.
nuts.
They
That's
did.
what's crazy.
They
and-
paved the way.
But to me, Mushroom Head just was, oh my god, that I've not seen that name.
Zebra Head. I don't know Zebra Head.
long.
That's a smoke shop.
Yeah, dude, I used to buy all my pieces from there, bro.
I've never heard of this band actually.
I have heard of them. I never got into them. I never listened to them, so we could just give them an F, honestly.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry about your luck. We don't know who you are.
Never heard
Chimera.
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 Fuck!
Dude,
Yeah.
Chimera.
Dude, it's an A or an S for me.
You know,
I just remember the name. That's a like
Yeah, I
seeing
don't
it.
remember that music.
they had Dead Inside.
Oh my god.
Yo, duh,
Dude, even the record with needles on it,
like to be dead.
dude, it's so. I saw them on Farm Club for the first time, and guess what their singer had?
What?
Dreads.
So where are we throwing?
Candles, dude. What is
I
it?
would say
I'm going A for
What
Chimera.
about you guys?
What?
I don't. I would say
They're A for me.
B for me.
I always thought they were like a more of a metalcore, like Unearthed or something like that.
They are, but they came up in the new metal. Like they were playing with new metal bands for a
Gotcha.
while.
They were the first record is pretty new metal.
Very,
and then
very
it
much
starts
new
getting
metal.
a little more
They-
metalcore.
They get more metalcore-ish and like Fear Factory-ish on the second record. But dude, I'm going A or B. I won't go any lower than that.
I'll go B.
Let's
Okay.
go B. We
Cool.
can stomach B.
Yeah, that's fine. What about Smile Empty Soul?
Oh my god, they had that one song, dude.
What is it?
I don't know.
They're
What's-
going in the D.
The
cat-
drugs. Something
what's
about
the Smile
I
Empty
do it for the
Soul?
drugs or something like that.
Oh yeah, doing fun.
Da, 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 da. D.
like-
Yeah, that's a D or an E for me. I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
enough.
we'll go D on that one because
I love the name. The name is cool, but I never really got into them. Just the singles. They kind of became they were a butt rock band to me.
dang.
Oh, here we
Stained. Where do we?
Oh.
Dude, it's been a while. Am I right?
Wow,
That album's actually pretty good. The Break the Cycle
I
or whatever.
Break the cycle. Even 13 Shades of Grey were fucking dope as shit too.
But that first record,
That first record,
Thick,
dude, Mud Shovel. So,
I have to
let's-
break out my mud shovel and go dig up that album
yes, sir.
in the backyard.
I will say this: all bullshit aside about Aaron Lewis before he came out being just a fucking prick.
Yeah,
I'll give that a solid B, dude. Stain's a solid B for me.
but
I don't disagree exactly, but
Yeah,
What-
him being a dick. Him being a
Dick
dick.
to be a dick.
I'm just being. Come on, he knows. I'm just being a dick to be a dick. Okay, if you want to go D, we can go D. But I would rather listen to Stained than fucking Smile Empty Soul.
yeah, I would rather listen to Stain than a lot of the D list. So.
Well,
Drowning Pool's down
I
there.
feel
Well,
like-
that's just that one record though.
I kind of feel like like Disturbed and Stain are kind of on the same level. For me.
Yeah.
So that's
I'll-
right.
yeah,
Okay, let's do that.
Can we move
Okay.
Trust Company up one then?
I think we should. I think we should. Let's
You
move
know what?
Thrust Company to B.
yeah, that
And then
makes
we'll-
me feel so much better about
And then
this
we'll put
list.
Stained. We'll put Stained in
Yeah.
C for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool with me.
okay.
Thank you.
God, we've been going for a long time.
Okay, we got 3 more. That's it.
2 hours.
I put this one in there because I like this band, Down the Sun. They were basically it was Slipknot 2.0 or whatever. Like they put out a record after Iowa came out, and this was a good substitute for waiting a little while before Volume 3 came out. I really like
not Zero Sugar.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Slipknot light, but they had like more of like a new metal core kind of like sound to it, if
Okay,
that makes
okay.
sense. Since y'all don't know it, I think we can leave it off the list. But I
Well,
Throw
thought,
it in E.
Throw it in E.
oh no, I do not want to
Yeah.
see that down there with
You know who
with-
they are, so might as well just throw them in there.
Yeah, throw them where you want to put them.
Yeah,
We
put
have
'em-
no say in the matter.
Hey, you know what?
Put 'em where you like them.
I would definitely put this in a C category because
Okay.
they were
All right,
that.
we trust you.
I think y'all should go listen to that record. It's so good.
I will.
It's just
I
one
will.
record though. Primer 55. I don't know them.
Oh my God. So happy they made the list.
Yeah, I like Primer 50.
Primer 55, all bullshit discussion aside, I'll go B or C.
Well, let's give them a C because they are very
Niche.
Yeah, very, very trashy, rappy.
Yes, they
metal.
were so bad,
Yeah.
but God damn it, they were so good.
I'll give it a C because it was pretty fucking sick.
The name is tight as fuck too.
And then
I don't know what a Primer 55 is, but
Oh,
What is it?
shit, I forgot.
that's an S or an A, dog.
Seven Dust.
Wicked.
yeah.
Isn't that the song?
I could go A for
Dude,
some-
I'm gonna go
Dude,
A
I'm
or
gonna go
S.
S or
I-
S or A for Seven Dust because they have their own sound.
They
and
do.
They've always been good.
They've always played breakdowns, and they fucking have always been
yeah,
thick.
they're still doing it.
We could go S tier in 7.
Dude, I'm gonna go S tier with
Go
Sears.
S tier.
Dude,
I was just listening.
Seven Dust's first 3 records are super
Yeah.
iconic, dude.
Dun, 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 dun.
Denial
Hell yeah.
seems we had to avoid them
Right.
to the left. Dude, oh my God. Love Seven Dust.
I'm gonna make Chevelle bigger just because it's white and you can see it. That way this is our tier list.
What were the ones we forgot?
American Head Charge.
Oh, American Head Charge. I mean, honestly, kind of like E.
No, not.
D.
I'll give him a D, but
D.
there's so many that people didn't really listen to. Like, again, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like,
There was-
Dope's not on here. Dope should be on
I
here.
forgot Dope.
is
I like Dope.
A or B. Slaves on Dope were fucking cool. Crossbreed was fucking cool. I could sit here and keep going.
What about? Did you ever listen to Amen?
Yes,
Dude, that band was sick.
they were
There's
sick.
some
Dude.
Yeah.
when I was in my Christian new metal phase.
Hell yeah. Did you ever listen to
Project
Red?
86.
Dude, oh yeah,
They
you
were sick.
talked about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
86. Demon Hunter
Demon Hunter was sick as fuck.
and 1,000 Foot Crutch.
Dude,
I had 1,000 Foot Crutch on there, and I,
so much more.
They were Christian Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit.
Yeah.
I thought y'all would make fun of me if I put that one on there, so I didn't put that one on there.
No, that song alone is dope. All Christian stuff aside, that song was dope, dude. Everybody knows it, man.
It still plays like at work sometimes. So
We were meant
So that's
to
it.
love
That's our.
God.
That's like
mean,
50
See,
some
I
odd
could go
bands.
Motor Grader too. Was
Motor Grader. Yeah.
fucking. I could keep going.
Yeah.
Scars
Take
on
this one off
Broadway.
now. Fuck that.
Maybe we should do like verses.
Oh, dude, I would love to do a versus.
Well, you'd have to have a point system, like the amount of bangers,
Sure, sure.
and, like how many albums they have as points, and like shit like that.
Yes, points.
Yeah,
And then like if they put out a shitty album, it's like a huge demerit.
it
You know what
is.
I mean? Like,
It should be. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, dude.
All right.
yeah.
Well, I like
guys.
it. If we missed anybody that you guys like, well, sorry, the show's been going forever. So
Yeah, just I feel like we could probably do this every episode
could.
with something
We
with
could,
some
yeah.
genre.
This was fun. I like
Yeah,
I love doing this
we
stuff.
could do like
This
a
is-
metalcore fucking
Oh,
tier
that would
list,
be
Metalcore?
dude.
that would be
We,
so
well, we could do
Boys.
like so many parts.
We might
you
get
know?
into a fight. In
Yeah.
that.
Well, when we did the post-hardcore thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
it was like pretty difficult
Yeah,
because
it's
there
true.
were a ton of bands that like fit the mold.
Yeah.
So I'm so down to do a metalcore fucking
Tier.
debate, dude. I would love it.
Be
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think doing these are pretty fun. You know, we could do it.
I love these.
We could honestly do it with everything. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? We could do it with fucking
Pizza.
horror
Yeah,
movies.
you can do
Food.
it with every-
Oh, you
Cereals. Yes.
Dude, I will fucking rank cereals, dog. I love cereal.
We do it with like horror movies,
Drunk
like,
food.
old school comedy.
Wing flavors.
Right.
You know,
Food.
I feel like if we picked like one actor like Adam Sandler and then you just we ranked all the Adam Sandler movies or something, or
Yeah, dude.
But see, some of it would make me sad too.
it would, but that's why we do these
But
things.
I would love to do some actors that aren't as well known, like a Vince Vaughn tier list, or a.
that would be actually a really
You know what I mean? Like, there's some really cool actors out there that I mean, they're big, but they did movies that you don't realize their roles are so.
Vince Vaughn is a good one, actually.
I love Vince Vaughn. But anyway,
Yeah, let's wrap.
we will just I'm hungry and I want to go to sleep.
yeah,
so
yeah,
let's
yeah.
do this.
Sounds good.
Food sounds good.
Food does sound good. All right, guys. Well, it's been fun. Leave it in the comments if we missed some shit. Leave all your favorite new metal bands that we missed, or if you don't agree with us on some of those, leave it in the comments too. Or if you have an idea of what we just said, any tier lists you want to see
Ooh.
us do.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to hear the opinion.
I would too.
But yeah, Toby, tell them about how you're bringing back Secret Transmission.
I'm not quite doing that. I am still doing the Secret Levels podcast. It's a retro video game review show where we go over one game per episode. This week we will have our biannual Retro Olympics. It's a multiple choice quiz show over old retro games, and it was a good time. It's a long ass episode, but it's done. So, and then we're gonna move on to episode review number 200. So we're almost at 200 episodes. So yeah, follow it on all the podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And yeah, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TobyVonDoom. I play video games. All right. Oh, no.
Hey, how about? Hey, do you wanna? You should bring back Secret Transmission for a Halloween episode.
Yeah, let's do it, Toby.
Yeah.
I'll be on it
I'll
with
be on
you.
Wanna do that?
I was thinking of pitching something for us to do on here, Secret Transmission related. So
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I
Throw it on. Do you still have the host for that?
Yeah,
Hosting
yeah.
For your,
Yeah.
Throw it on there.
Well,
Wanna
we'll throw
here?
it on both. Yeah, we'll throw it on both.
Yeah.
I got.
Okay,
We'll
alright.
talk it. I'll send it to our group chat here in a little while. A couple ideas I was gonna throw at you guys.
Okay, cool.
Don't throw him. Mike can't catch,
Yeah,
dude.
just toss it.
Oh, he can catch. Trust me.
Oh, got him.
What?
Butt stuff.
He's got a glove.
I gotta
He's
stand up. I've been sitting on this mitt all.
Oh my God. Let's be done. Jesus Christ. Let's be done.
Fuzz and Rabbit.
What's up, nerds?
Hey guys,
You know us, you love us.
or you don't.
We got a little band called Terminated.
It's okay.
We're doing stuff slowly but surely.
Yeah, we're trying. I'm sorry.
But go check us out on Spotify, YouTube. What else we have? Instagram.
Instagram, yeah, and we do have a couple things for sale merch wise. Hopefully, get some more of that up too. I promise we will record new music soon. I say that every time, and I hope it actually happens, but we'll figure it out.
All right, later.
Bye, guys.
Hey, I'm Michael, aka Rickshaw, and you've been nerding out with Rickshaw. And if you have social media, add us up on all that stuff. See all that stuff on the screen? Add us up. You know what I'm saying? We mainly do all the stuff here on YouTube, though, so give us a like for all that bullshit. And also go listen to my band, Never Rest. Right now, we are resting, though.
Sometimes rest.
Yeah, there's going to be some new songs coming soon, but the little rest's happening. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, tune in next week, y'all. Are we doing next week? Oh, I might not be able to do next week. Might have to skip next week
We'll figure it out.
because I'm going to medieval times, homie. Medieval times. Burr, 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 burr. Oh,
We'll figure it out.
burr, burr, burr.
Yeah. There it is. But we are sworn enemies.
All right. Well, Toby, you coming to medieval times with me?
I forgot about that. I need to still ask for the time off because I'm on call.
Next Thursday.
We will talk about that
1 week
in the group chat.
All right. Well, we will see ya another time. Later, nerds. Okay. Yeah.
It's funny. It's good.